Hey folks, welcome to our playthrough of the first Drawsteel Backer playtest packet. Before we rejoin our heroes, I want to give a content warning of body horror and brainwashing, as this session, the heroes will face Ajax's war dogs. These are brutal patchwork soldiers that are built from parts of various humans. They've been created and indoctrinated to carry out Ajax's vile orders. Now, I checked in with the players earlier and got there okay. So, we resume. When last we left our heroes, they were trying to lead civilians to safety to the docks. They've reached a tall roof where they saw the city burning around them. And this caused the members of the chain to remember their journey to the city, saving a smuggler ship from pirates, preventing the hawklers from discovering the explosive powder smuggled in the hold. From this high vantage point, the extent of Blackbottom's destruction is plain to see. Buildings are burning, fiends roam the streets, and hawklords on their flying mounts continue to drop projectiles from above. The way forward is clear, moving between rooftops, along ladders and rickety planks of wood, keeping the civilians behind you and above the chaos. But, as you move ahead, a pair of winged soldiers flank you and land on clear rooftops, as you realize you are surrounded by hulking and misshapen soldiers. Instead of the bat-wing structure that most humanoids share, these soldiers have short upper arms, and the two bones of their forearm are split at an angle. The skin is stretched taut between them and then to their waist. As these two flying war dogs land on the roofs behind you, you realize the other roofs all around you are covered in war dogs of various types, and a hulking figure with multiple arms strolls through the city streets towards you.
Oh.
Draw steel.
Oh, okay.
Yes, but it was insane.
It's back.
Yeah.
So roll a d10 and let me know how you do.
Let me use my pact.
But of course.
And that's a 7. So we are going
to start
first.
again.
Yes. So arrange yourselves in the blue square. Right now, Helena is indisposed. So Glasses, due to the heavy wounds sustained in the alleys, is watching over the civilians. And Stone has once again rejoined the heroes in front, trying to lead them to safety.
I'm gonna take a quick look, exchange a few glances with Slayer. What is your intention here, Juan? How are you feeling? The big guy?
Slayer goes for big guy. Yeah.
Yeah, you want the big guy. All right. Okay.
Although I'm also tempted to jump around.
All right.
But
okay.
no, it's gonna go big guy, because if we have 5 victories, that means 5 rage, and I can spend them right away with big things.
All right.
So
do you want to go further north on the square?
yeah.
Then I'm going to take your place.
I'll be above
there.
Right there.
Funnily enough, we have the rogue on cleaning duty.
Are you starting then?
No, I don't need to start.
If you want, I can start to mark the big guy.
That should be really smart, actually.
Okay.
All right.
So if everyone is okay with that,
Yes.
okay. Remind me, Daniel, how many resource do we have? Focus in this case for me.
You have 5 victories as you've been fighting your way through Blackbottom,
So they will
which
be
means
7.
you start the combat with 5, and then on your turn you get another 2. So yes, you have 7.
7 focus.
Which is
Correct.
wild.
Yes. Okay. So let me just amazing. I need my broad my digital version of the character sheet. Sorry for that. If I don't have it right now, Daniel, you can help me with the mark. If I use an extra focus, I can focus an extra target, but I can't remember if I can do it for more than 2 targets.
I believe it only allows it for 1. So you spend 1 focus and you mark 1 additional creature.
Got it. So
It's not...
yeah,
You can't spend 7 focus and mark 7 creatures.
good to know and good to be clear. I'm going to do that. Use my focus, and I'm going to. Sorry for that. It's the mouse. I wasn't prepared.
You are not.
Don't
Sorry,
say that.
exactly.
Don't say
Old
that.
habits. Old habits.
Yes.
Dude.
Liam O'Brien is currently not playing Draw Skill, and therefore...
Okay, so I'm going to mark this big guy and the one on the right.
Can I suggest that you mark someone on the left? Because I'm going that way to clean the...
Okay, let me see if I have range. I have 10.
Yeah.
Remember,
you can reach
I
pretty
can
much
also mark.
Yes, true.
So you
Ma-
can...
I'm starting with this guy.
Yeah, that one will be marked then.
Wonderful. You see, as there are several conscripts, war dogs, that are misshapen Frankenstein-like face, and with simple spears, and then this eviscerite, which is leading them, that has a long chainsaw whip that you identify as the leader of that group. So you mark the eviscerite and the amalgamite, the hulking creature with massive arms. There's one set that looks like human arms, and then there is another that is much bigger. Perhaps they were from a Hakan, or perhaps from a bodybuilder. Who knows?
Give me a second. So I have my hammer and anvil.
By the way,
That's
you
range
are currently
5.
6 squares up. So the tallest roofs are 6 squares. If you then, there's a few that are kind of stacked on top of each other. You can go like at 2 square increments, dropping down to, if you don't want to do the full drop down.
So it's possible to run to on this way.
Yes, you would have to jump, mostly because from that point, you're a little lower than the 6, but I think your might is enough that you would not need to jump unless you wanted to go an additional distance.
No, I'm going to run on that direction if everyone is okay. So what I think is Silver will take care of them. I'm going to hold this one up and use my protective strike to try to taunt it. So focus on me instead of the group.
Wonderful. Go ahead and make the power roll.
Yes. So 2d10 plus 2. Rolling. And that's a 14. That's a tier 2.
Ooh, wonderful.
So it's 9 damage. And it's taunted until the end of turn.
Wonderful.
And that's it for Silver.
Okay. Is hesitation weakness at the moment?
Yes. I love that you ask, because that means that you are already hesitating. All right, so I'm going to go up to 7 insight, and I'm going to start our usual dance, the blade dance. So I'm going to fly on my own till right here.
Okay. So of your 8, you used 3 or 4. You let me know later.
Yeah. I'm going to move right here. And then I have to... I'm going to start the blade dance. So that's 2. That's 6. That's 8. And I'm going to hit all of those.
Yep.
All right.
Wonderful. As your blade flashes with the reflected flames of Blackbottom burning.
As you know, I'm flying a bit above of their heads so I can get the edge. And thanks to the mark, I get another edge.
Yes.
Oh, you're doing the maths.
Just
Yeah. I know. So that's tier 2 plus the double edge is tier 3.
Focus.
On the Eviscerite or on everybody?
On how do we manage that?
So you have one edge because you are flying over all of them, but the added edge for the mark is only on that
but
Eviscerite.
it's only one power roll. Do we
Correct.
treat it like on the other
You
ones?
treat it like it has one edge against everybody and 2 edges against that Eviscerite.
All right, so is 16, so it should be just tier 2 for the other.
Yeah. And then on the Eviscerite, it's a tier 3.
Yeah.
One of focus.
Wonderful. So that's a focus for
And
Silver.
an insight for me.
Correct.
So that was 7, 6, 3, 4 insight. And
Yeah.
damage
And
for
now the damage.
for the thingy is 6 to everyone and 2 plus 2 and 9 plus 2 to the
11.
Eviscerate.
6. Okay. So that you did 18 to these group of conscripts. Tell me 18. Wow. Tell me which 2 of them die.
The closest to the group. These 2. I'm going to die.
Okay. So now, and this may stop you as you continue. As you slash through these 2, you are flying above them. You're stabbing through from above their helmets, not designed to protect them from a careful aimed stab. It plunges into their flesh. You pull it back out, and as they fall back and die, their collars go beep, and there's an explosion.
Oh!
And as you fly past the first minion, you take 1d6 damage.
Oh, fuck.
So that's 2 damage from the first minion that you defeated. You fly to the next one, stab again. Now that 2 damage, I believe, also affects... No, it's only the adjacent enemy. So as you stab the Eviscerite, and the Eviscerite is winded, you see as they're inhumane, because perhaps their human body is wounded by your strike. The explosion, however, it seems that they were expecting it, and then the second one also explodes for only 1 damage, and so you've dealt 16.
Oh, all right.
No, 18.
This is
this is
important.
You slash some at the third minion, but not enough to destroy it, and therefore not enough to explode. Do you keep flying and striking the other minions? You've taken 3 damage from these bursts.
No. I took more. Because while I'm flying, I have weakness damage 5. So that's 6 and 7.
No.
Yep.
So I say,
So that's
I
what-
forgot to tell you. I'm sorry. They explode because I know. Sorry.
No. It's very good then that
wait,
the rolls
for real?
were low.
Did you know that these
Yes.
things explode?
Yes, but you all ran ahead, so
Yeah.
they explode.
Why did you tell
And they
me?
pick the pieces. They're disgusting bastards.
I'm fucked.
I will allow you to, after you've done the strike on those minions, you can redirect your blade dance if you want to move away, if you want to only strike one of the minions and the other Eviscerite, to make sure you weaken them but don't kill them to the point where they explode.
I'm just killing those 2 right now with the damage I did. Right?
We've only calculated the damage of those 2. That's why I'm telling you, if you keep striking the other minions, which are these, there will be more explosions.
Those explode too.
As you're flying, your wings are slightly tattered from the bursts. You realize all the war dogs that you see have thick metal collars. They have the symbol of a ram, which you know to be one of Ajax's sigils, and you realize they are all fitted with these explosive collars.
Oh fuck no! I cannot do the thing. I can't.
So, in the interest of fairness, I will say you can strike one of the minions without killing them, and also the other eviscerate, and not get any further explosions.
Part of me want to commit because I already said that that's what I am doing. But if I do that, I'm dying.
Yes.
Yeah, there is no other way around it because I'm from those two. I'm eating 6
13.
and 7, so 13. I'm at 7 HP.
Yeah.
Any other explosion, and I'm fucked.
Well, but I screamed to you.
No.
Explode, sorry.
Don't you fucking say! Why do you say that before? I'm fucking dying here.
Listen, hesitation is also sometimes bad for you. When you hesitate.
No. I'm saying this in character. I'm saying this in character. I'm loving this. I have to reconsider. Yeah, I'm going to take your deal. And
right.
Do you need me to change the flying route?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go back to where you were here. So you do the movement to strike those. Those 4, and then you strike that one, and you can also strike the eviscerate if you want without causing any additional explosions.
Yeah, I'm going to do that. Yes, it's like Capitan Lobo says that I shout like fucking angry, no manners at all. Like I'm fucking cinch. And then if I ended my blade dance there, I'm going to use my maneuver.
Mm-hmm.
And use a Black Ash teleport. And since it's 6 below, right?
Correct.
I'm going to spend another insight. So I'm going down to 3 to go down 6 squares. I'm going down to ground level. And I'm going to hide.
Great. Yes, and we've re-examined the rules, so you automatically succeed when you do your Black Ash teleport.
Yeah.
As you strike the other eviscerate, and you see as they begin to raise their chainsaw whip, and you dive down and then vanish in a puff of black ash, and you see as they're scanning the street and the other rooftops trying to find you.
Yeah. And actually, just to be safe, I'm going to use a hero token to regain some life.
Good.
Yeah.
So I'm back to 14.
I gave you control, so you can actually go ahead and delete one of the 4 that are up there.
All right. This one from the left. So yeah, that's my turn.
And I am now very happy that you have your conduit here instead of... I mean, an Elementalist would also be quite powerful in that they would be detonating these minions from afar. But the conduit can help you if one of you was to start dying, for instance. But it is not a hero's turn in the moment, as the other Cognivite, the flying creature on the other rooftop. Now, I have 5 villain points as we started, so I'm going to use them to use the voice. So the 2 Cognivites act on the same turn. So as this one flies over the roof where all of you are, the one that is in front of Silver spends 1 villain point to activate the voice. And this is a psionic effect. It's range 10. Target each enemy. I'm going to say because Manners is hidden, it doesn't know to project to your mind. Well, no, because it's psionic. So I'm going to say it detects your mind that is somewhere in the area. And so you all hear this command, and you are have a double bane on attacks against this Cognivite, as there is a psionic command on you that they are protected. And then this Cognivite that is above all of you is going to use their Sin Leary Grafts. And if Glasses was here, they would tell you that the Sinliri are the voiceless talkers, squid-like entities that prowl the timescape and like to consume brains, and were what created the Time Raiders. And there is some kind of psionic abilities that these flying creatures have as they have been grafted with tissue. So there's a burst of psionic energy. Power roll 12 plus 1, 13, so solidly tier 2. It's 4 psychic damage to Stone and Capitan Lobo, and Silver, the Sinliri in front of you, does the same thing. There's this, you feel it in your mind. And now we get Vertical Slide 2. And it is very good that Slayer was just far enough away that the Cognivite could not reach you, because the stability of Stone and Lobo is the reason you are not pushed off. Now, Silver, I believe you have stability 1. So you are pushed up 1.
Oh!
And 1 up and away. And you are now in between the buildings, and you fall. You fall 7.
7.
Yes. What is your agility, Silver?
1.
1. So the 7 is reduced to 6 from your agility, and you take 12 damage from the fall, and I believe you land prone.
He's 2 per square?
Yes.
It's 2 per square.
Damn.
Whoa.
That's...
I'm almost half. 17.
That is a bad fall. As you see, these forces enter your mind, and you are lifted. Like, your body is surrounded by a telekinetic force, and as heavy as your armor was, it was not enough to protect you, and you fall all the way down to the street.
And prone.
We'll use that for prone. Yep. And I believe that Cognivite used all of their movement and is flying above you, but you guys have double banes on that one. And this one is going to fly...
He's stunted, by the way.
Yeah. I believe that just means it's... So, yeah, it's going to fly over here to get away from all of y'all. All right, and now it's a hero's turn. Stone is available to heal, but also, maybe we want to do some more damage before things get bad.
I think, may I?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, because this changed things a little bit. Question: the largest creature that is up ahead to the north.
Mm-hmm.
How tall is this creature?
It is taller than Slayer. It is almost 10 feet tall.
Almost 10 feet tall.
Yeah.
So he would be like 2 squares probably, 3?
Yeah, Slayer probably reaches like mid-chest.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, that's good to know. Okay.
Another question, sorry,
I'm not
before you go. I know which type explode and which
They
don't.
all explode.
Okay,
now,
so
what you know is that officers can cause those explosions. They can target their underlings and cause the collars to explode.
But the officers can also explode.
Yep.
So I scream that all of them can explode. Be wary.
From the street, you will hear Silver yell, "Any other bad news?"
You do have another fact if you want to share, Lobo.
Yeah, well, they pick up the pieces of the other and patch themselves. They're really disgusting.
Great!
If I wasn't hidden, I would be shouting at you. And now you tell us.
You were surrounded, and the heroes jumped into action. Lobo normally has time to plan these things, give out the intelligence, the necessary intel, the need to know stuff.
Let's make a plan.
Mm-hmm.
But,
Okay, so, may I?
Yeah, please.
Okay, so, the other question that I had, the creature that is this devil that is right next to Stone and Capitan Lobo. Is that the same size as me, or is it
It's the same
smaller?
size, and it's currently
same
flying 1 square above.
Okay. It's flying 1 square.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me just do quick math here. My movement is let's see. My movement is 6. Okay. Could I do the following? I would like to leap and grab him in the air,
Okay.
first of all.
It's a maneuver to grab.
Yeah. I'm going to spend my maneuver to grab.
Sure.
I'm going to grab him in the air. As I land, I'm first of all, I need to make a might test
Yeah.
to see if I
To see, I
do
think
this.
tier 3 you grab
Oh,
and they don't get a
also.
strike. Tier 2 you
Yep.
grab but they do get a free strike.
And
Tier 1
before-
you fail to grab.
This is important. I haven't rolled my rage.
Ooh.
Finally, I roll a 3 in rage. Incredible. Okay, so I have
Rage
8
8.
rage. Yeah. So at rage 8, I have a double edge
Yep.
on my tests.
So you are guaranteed to grab. The only question is, will the Cognivite get a free strike on you or not?
Okay.
Depending on
So
if it's
for
tier 2 or
this,
tier
I have a question. Does it help
Yep.
you if I flank with you?
Not for the grab. Also, you can't unless you also fly. Or, well, maybe Slayer could jump enough that you're flanking diagonally in the air.
I know, but when he falls, I mean, maybe.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
He already has a double. Well, for the attack, maybe. He can. We'll see what he's doing with his action.
Okay.
okay.
So that
that's
is
gonna
a
be
tier 2.
12. Yeah.
Exactly tier 2, which for your double edge gets boosted to tier 3. So
Yay.
there's this psionic creature, and you got this echo in your voice that was protecting. Like when you try and look at it, there's a weird like warping in the air, like your eyes refuse to focus, but your rage burns past it. Maybe you even don't look, like you just jump until you impact and grab on and drag him down.
This is what it feels like to go for the head. I'm gonna grab him by the face, land, and as I land, I'm going to move with them because they are in melee with me.
Yeah.
I'm going to brutal slam this guy vertically, but down.
Very interesting. Wonderful.
Wow.
So you
To
would
make
have
them land on the...
Yeah. 2 Banes because of the Psionic Cry, but you're flanking, which gives you 1 edge, so it's only 1 Bane. So it's a -2 to this brutal slam.
Yeah. So, that's gonna be a power roll. I don't... Wait, give me a second. Because I always forget my rage rules. I'm sorry, guys.
I
No,
believe
this
it's
is
a
my
bunch of
test.
extra
This is-
damage. It doesn't give you
Yeah,
edges
it's
to
just
the
extra
attack.
damage.
Now, the thing that can
so-
give you edges is stone, that is right there. So I
Good.
can give you up to 2 edges if needed.
Okay. As many as Stone can give me.
Yeah, but
'Cause
I
I
can
just
wait
want to
until
get
the
rid of
result.
this.
So we'll
Okay,
see if you need
cool.
them, and I'll give you as many as you need.
Okay, so I'm just going to make a straight power roll here. It's going to be 17.
So you don't need it.
Okay, that's really good.
Oh, wait.
Ah,
So because of the 1 Bane, it would be -2, which would push it to tier
to tier 2?
Tier 2. So
Yeah.
Stone is going to reach out with Holy Infusion. You only need 1 edge, and that puts you back up to tier 3 and deals an additional 4 holy damage.
4 holy damage. Okay,
Yep.
so it's going to be 4 damage. Plus, let me just check my notes here. Why do I have so many windows open? Okay, so it's gonna be 16 damage base from Brutal Slam, plus 4 from Stone, plus 4, I believe,
From your kit?
from Rage.
Oh, jeez.
Although, is this technically 2 squares from where I started?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So that's gonna be
24
60, wait, yeah, 24
plus 4 holy, plus 4 from
Yeah.
your rage, and an additional
Plus-
4 from your panther kit.
Yep.
So
No,
the-
I am considering the 4 from the
yeah,
Panther.
the Panther kit
Yeah.
tends to be added to the things.
yeah. So it's
just that I have them
24.
together. It's 24 damage, push 4 down.
The Cognivite has 25 stamina.
No.
The additional downward slam into the roof causes, you see, some of the tile roofed caves in, and with that you splatter the weird body horror wings that it has. You see something like move around inside its torso, some remnants of the tentacles of the Sinliri that granted psionic abilities, and you just smash it into the tile and into mush, and it is obliterated.
Important question. Is this a demon that also
This is
goes
a war
into-
dog.
No?
As
This is a war dog?
Yeah, you have a skull. As you're looking at the skull, there you see stitches, like skin that is slightly different colors. You see like one side of the mouth is wider and fuller, and the other one is like a thin, narrow part. But there's a skull under that.
Okay, because we're going body horror today, I'm just going to slowly pull the skull apart, put it on top of my head, and let the blood drip as I look at the giant guy at the north. And I'm waiting for you. And that's
You
gonna be
do
my
it
turn.
later. Why now? Wow.
Rituals. I'll explain it later.
What?
I believe you still have some movement if you want. I think you've
Actually,
moved like
yeah,
4.
that's really good. So I still have 2 movement left, so I'm just gonna go back to. Actually, I'm too close to the edge here. No, I'm just gonna go back to where I was. Right
Oh.
there.
And as they are splattered into the ground, it explodes.
They explode.
Yeah, I was wondering.
Yeah, me too.
So that is 3 damage to
Okay.
Stone, Laveau, and Slayer.
Oh, sorry.
It's all right.
What
Positioning,
type
guys, I'm
of
sorry.
damage? I know that our
Listen.
Fury
Oh, yeah.
is fire resistant.
Yeah, this is.
No, this is just damage.
Yeah,
it is
it's like an
force
explosion.
and
Yeah,
chunks
Bo-
of meat and bone and gristle.
bone shrapnel.
In fact, you probably catch the skull as it impacts you, and you hold it.
What's going on there?
it. That's great. Nothing. Just having a lot of fun.
You see Slayer come up to the edge of the roof holding a bloody head.
In the bag. That's my turn.
Okay. Now,
Yo, that was a fun kill.
Yep.
yeah.
Fatality.
Hi, I'm hyped.
The amalgamite, the big lumbering creature, moves forward.
Oh boy.
It's on the ground, so it can see you, Slayer, but even with its huge arms... Actually, can it reach you? It has reach 2, and it's size 2, so no, it can reach up to 4. And you are at height of 6, so it can't quite get you. But it lumbers forward, it's looking at you, and its huge arm reaches over and picks up, attempts to pick up silver on the ground.
No.
So
There's 2.
this is it's several arms action. You are prone, which means it's an edge to this attack.
No.
This plus 4.
It's been
so
good,
8.
guys.
8 plus 4, 12. It's exactly tier 2. Silver, you feel
Question.
this arm. Yeah,
Is
it's
this
an attack.
Is this an attack?
Yes.
You have
A
markings.
melee weapon?
Yes, a melee weapon attack.
I'm going to spend a focus to parry and lower the
tier.
The tier.
This is very important because at tier 2, it deals 7 damage and it grabs you. At tier 1, it is only 4 damage and it does not grab you. So this massive arm comes and Silver, you see it's big enough to wrap around your entire torso. And you manage to push up your shield and it closes around that, and the fingers they reach and almost touch your breastplate, but not enough to crush you. And so you take the damage as you strain against the force of this massive arm. And then Slayer, you see as it seems like a little confused, and it turns and it realizes that this Dragon Knight on the ground is holding it against it, and it goes from focusing on you up on the roof to down at this Dragon Knight.
Oh no.
Oh, you coward.
So, hold on. It moved. So it still has enough movement to get...
4 damage,
So what it's
and with the
going
parry will be 2 damage, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
So what
it's
it does... Yeah. It then moves 1 to get closer to you, and it brings its other arm, and it's going to attempt a grab maneuver.
Oh no.
So this is just a grab, and if it rolls a tier 2, you get to do a free strike on it. That is 12 plus 2 is 14, so it's a tier 2. You are indeed grabbed as you're holding one arm with your shield. The other comes around and scoops you under, and you are now like having to put one arm against its and the other, and you are grabbed. You've only taken the 2 damage, but you are indeed grabbed by the amalgamite, and that is the end of its turn.
Wait, you say that I can do a strike now?
Yes, as it rises, you realize like your 2 arms are not enough. You're going to be grabbed, but you have a moment where you free your sword arm. The massive hand wraps around your torso, but you can slash with your blade.
It's a free strike? Melee free strike?
Yes.
Okay.
Correct.
I was looking at my character sheet. It's marked, so it have an edge.
I've
No,
been
no, no,
checking,
no, no,
and
no.
the edge is for your allies. The damage, I believe. Well, no, actually,
No,
let me
no,
check.
sorry. It's me that was completely. I forgot what that does the mark. It's give an edge,
Oh, no, yeah,
right?
you and each of you do gain an edge.
Yeah.
Yeah. The thing that we've been making a mistake is when you get a tier 3 on a marked target, you don't get focus. It's when allies get a tier 3.
Yeah.
So you do get the edge and the extra damage, but you can't generate your own focus.
Okay.
Nah.
Interesting. So I roll a 20.
Now that makes sense.
So I roll a
Excellent.
20.
Tier 3.
So it will be 11 damage plus 2 for the mark, so 13.
13. Incredible. So this massive misshapen creature, the arms, now that you see them, they appear to have been shaped from legs. You are looking at the muscles on these massive arms, and there are like thigh muscles, and they've been like layered over each other to make these extra long arms. How do you want to describe your slash as you are picked up by this?
I'm going
lumbering
to
creature.
I'm going to try to slash the arm that is grabbing me, and while I'm striking and yelling, "Ajax won't take me! Ajax won't take me!"
Wonderful. You slash through, and you see blood begins to pour from the arm, and it is now fully focused on you. But it is the end of its turn, and it is now one of the heroes who can go. Lovo, do you have something you want to do, or should Stone
a lot of
step
things,
in?
but I'm really worried about manners.
No, I'm fine. I'm changing my tactics. I'm going to adjust. Don't worry about me.
Excuse me. Lobo is worried about manners.
No.
I don't know. I don't know.
I'm going to have a talk with you, darling. You worry about yourself after this.
I believe Stone can catch everybody on a wave of virtue, which allows all allies to spend 1 or 2 recoveries.
Oh, great. So I'm going to do a battle cry. So
Okay.
I was looking for my French cosmos, but I can't find. Kill these motherfuckers! And so it.
What's
up
the
to
range on
3
the battle
allies.
cry?
10
Up to 3.
squares.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So, like, my idea is to manners, silver, and slayer. Sorry, stone.
Yeah, no worries.
Each target gains an edge on their next attack or resistance roll. Okay,
Very good.
so you guys get resistance roll. So I'm going to wait 3,
It's
and then I'm going to
we got a net or a
an
resistance.
edge or a resistance.
An edge
roll.
to your
Good.
your next power roll, basically.
Got it.
And that's for everybody or just
No.
for
Slayer, silver, and manners.
Yeah.
Slayer, Silver? Okay.
So
cool.
I'm going to, for the first time in a long time, I'm going to go melee or try to get melee. My idea is to approach the as close as Manners was, in order to these other guys try to attack me and not Manners. So
I'm
I
hiding,
don't know.
by the way. They don't
Yeah,
see
Manners is hiding.
I know, but I don't know where he's going to go, so I'm going to try to move. I don't know if I jump.
Yeah,
how
I think
far.
this is the jump that you want to do for 3 squares, because you can jump without a test. Your might, which I believe is 2, but you need 1 more. So that means I believe you need to make a maneuver. So as part of the movement, no, it's not a maneuver. It's a test. So you roll with your might, and if you had the jump skill, I believe it would apply. And that can give you
Dwarves
extra
don't jump,
squares
man.
of jump.
Dwarves don't jump. I don't have jump.
Yeah.
So
well,
I
you can try and toss yourself.
I'm
from
going
this,
to toss myself
upper height. Wonderful.
with my tiny legs. So how do I roll a might test?
So 2d10 plus 2, which I believe
Okay.
is your might.
Yes. Ooh, you're not going to believe me.
Yes,
Yeah.
say it.
Tens.
Say it.
2 tens.
That is-
I'm not fucking kidding you.
That's
So
a critical, right?
Because it wasn't
That's
an
a
attack,
crit.
it's not a crit. You don't get another action, which would be the awesome thing. But, so, if you want to jump even farther than your initial jump, make an easy might test. On
right
a success, you jump 1 additional square or 2 additional squares if you get a success with the reward. So you can jump 4. Yeah, so you can get there. No problem.
So, do I get still an action or that's it?
Yeah, that was part of your...
Okay,
actually,
so I'm
yeah,
going
your
to
movement.
take my hammer and going to try to hit this one.
Wonderful.
So I already used
Your maneuver to do the battle cry, your movement to get there.
yeah.
and now
So I still
your
have.
attack.
I can't use painful pain because I haven't got. So
You can use it. You don't get the extra edge. Is all.
Oh, okay.
Daniel, you haven't moved Slayer to the turn order.
Thank you.
If the target is damaged to using. Okay.
Oh, that's true.
This roll was really bad.
No! Why? Anyway.
Listen,
So
even a
it's-
bad roll does damage.
That's true.
So it's 1 tier. Oh no, wait. Yes, 1 tier. It was really, really bad.
one.
Really, 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 really bad.
Really, really, really bad.
So
That's like
3
3
damage.
or 4. 3 damage.
3 damage.
That's all right. But what you've ensured is that now that War Dog Eviscerator is going to be focused on you.
So I puff smoke into his face. I'm biting my nail. And that's it. My
Okay.
turn.
Yeah. So the Amalgamite also went. I'm so happy I still have so many. So because you got there, that War Dog Eviscerate is going to act. He's going to call his commandos. Now, see, this is annoying because ideally minions want to attack multiple. Oh, they have range. Excellent. No. What am I looking at? Commandos. Yeah, they do have range. Wonderful. They have range 5. So these commandos are going to move up. 4. And when is 2? What's the range on Slayer? Yeah. So they move up here and they're shooting at Slayer, at Stone, and this commando is going to get around to Lovo, and you realize you're flanked as they draw these daggers.
There.
So these are
Okay.
flying daggers coming at Slayer, Stone, and stabbing at Capitan Lobo.
All right.
And they have an edge against Capitan Lobo because it's flanking. That is 5 plus 7, 12. So it's a solid tier 2. That is 4 damage against Slayer, Stone, and Lobo,
Okay. I'm winded.
as is Stone. So it's good that Stone is now going to go and heal everybody. 'Cause it's
Yay.
needed. And now the Eviscerite looks at you, Lobo, and says, draws the chainsaw whip, and you hear the rattle of the chains as he cackles. You look like you'd make a fine addition to the ranks. Come here. And metal clamps around you.
No.
And he's trying to pull you, and the whip is cutting into you. He has an edge because one of his minions is next to you. Chainsaw whip. That is 10 plus 3, so 13. That's a tier 2. You take 5 damage and are pulled 1, but you are stable, so you're not. So it's just the 5 damage.
Okay.
And there's only one more group of war dogs left. Capitan Leveau also went. And now it is time for Stone. He's going to step a couple of over here so he can get both of you. So he's going to step one more as he jumps down from that roof to get within. Oh, shoot, is Silver in range? Yes. Okay, I love this. Exactly, everybody is in range for this. As he raises his staff that has an hourglass of sand flowing through, and as it flows, the law of time, he calls upon Zarok the lawgiver, and he lifts it up and he yells. What does he yell? He goes, "You have defied death. Return!" And he's going to create a burst of virtue that washes over all of you, including you, Manners, as you hide under the tarps and remnants of the market stalls. And any of you can spend up to 2 recoveries.
Cool.
And if there's an effect on you that is ended by a save, you can also end it.
I don't know if that double vein doesn't count.
The only thing that was affecting you was the voice that was affecting your abilities on the Cognite, and that does not.
That guy died, right?
Yes. So
Yeah,
Stone is going to spend 2 recoveries and heal 16.
I'm going to
Sorry,
spend
I
1
have-
with Silver.
I have a abilities called mobility that I can.
Oh yes.
Move 2
Very good.
squares?
So yeah, you can indeed move 2 squares now that
Yeah.
the war dogs ended next to you.
In.
So you can now the interesting thing is if you had done that, you would be out of the wave of virtue.
Ah no. So I said.
Yeah. What you could have done is you could have done that.
Okay. I know, but
Yeah.
no. I didn't know.
It's up to you. You can stay there. Or...
Did they already go, both of them?
Yes, they both went. They ended when it's only when they end their turn. So, yeah, you can get there.
There.
You manage to get out of flanking, and you're still within range of the wave of virtue. So feel free to spend 1 or 2 recoveries as you see fit.
I did mine. I spent 1.
Wonderful. And that was his Stone's action. They spent 5 piety on that, but they still have 2 remaining, and they are also going to pray with 2 edges as they pray to Zarok the lawgiver. And that is good because that is a tier 2. With the 2 edges goes up to tier 3, which means he can invoke the effect of the life domain. And who looks like he's gonna go for Silver. Silver, you are surrounded by this protective shell, and you have 20 temporary stamina.
20? What? Wow.
That's a lot.
Oh yeah.
That's
that's
almost like all my life.
Yeah, that's what I got at the beginning, and it's really good.
Oh.
It's really good.
Nice.
Listen,
What can I
conduit
add
of
it
life.
here? 46. Nice.
And
Wait,
if
wait a
you're
minute.
prone, you can stand up. So you are still being held by the amalgamite, but you manage to sort of orient yourself so you are no longer prone.
Cool.
Great. And that is Stone's turn.
That
And
will
with
help
that,
me a
there is-
lot.
Yep. There is the last Eviscerite and conscripts remaining. Do these conscripts have ranged? They do. Wonderful. So that one gets up there and is going to attack at Slayer. This conscript is going to move there and is going to attempt a jump. It needs a tier 3 to get there. Incredible. With an 18 plus 1 from the might, this conscript runs up to the edge, launches itself through a wide street, and manages to land on the roof and keep moving to get within range of stone. This Eviscerate is going to spend 3 villain points. Picks up, you see, he has a deep gash from the stab that Manners inflicted. Grabs his arm, yanks it off, and picks up one of the arms from the conscripts that exploded and attaches it as they use Reconstitute and regains stamina equal to 5 times their level. Which
Wow, okay.
Eviscerate is, and is
That's
no longer
cool.
winded.
Okay. Jeez.
Yeah, no longer winded. And they are going to attempt a jump as well. Yeah, they're going to 1, and they're going to attempt a jump of 3, which means they need a tier 2. No, it's an easy test, so they just need a tier 2 or higher. Come on, Eviscerate, I believe in you. Yep, with a 15 plus 1, 16. He leaps, he lands on the roof, and then the chainsaw whip that was flying through the air as it leaped lashes forward to grab onto stone with an edge because the conscript is right next to stone. Let's resolve the conscript attacks first, as these blades are launched at Slayer and stabbing at stone. That is a 16 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. So that's 4 damage to Slayer and Stone, as it's a tier 3, but these are minions. So Stone goes from full to taking 4 damage. Stone goes from full to having taken 4 damage, and now the chainsaw whip wraps around Stone and tries to pull him away. Ooh, not so good. That's 12, 13, and with the edge 15, so still tier 2 for another 5 damage to Stone, and pulls the chainsaw whip taut to try and pull the dwarf, but the stability is too much for them to overcome, and Stone stands strong. All right, congratulations. That is round 1. Everyone is
Yay.
still alive. We move now back to the top of round 2, and at this point, how are we gonna do it? The Eviscerate that just saw this not work goes, enough, and he's going to launch a pouch at the roof that Slayer is on, and where you all started, and there is a detonation. And Slayer, I need you to make an agility resistance roll.
You have
Agility
edge.
resistance roll.
Yeah,
have
and you have an
edge
edge
from
from the
me.
battle cry.
Give me a
If you
second
want to
here.
spend it.
And what is very interesting is that because Lovo took the option to go into melee, none of you are grouped enough to all be on one roof, which means that this explosion can only affect one of you.
Technically,
Instead of
I'm
having-
not in a roof for us.
Yeah. Yeah, Silver and Manners could not have been affected, and the Eviscerate could only do it on a single hero.
All right, so I have an edge of.
Yeah, and I believe you also
Lovo,
have pretty
okay.
good agility, so
I do. I have a +2, I believe. So
with this it would be
let's
plus
see.
4.
Oh, something went wrong.
But it's 16 plus 4, so
Yeah.
20 total.
That's 20 total. Yeah.
Yeah. Which means, wow, you take no damage as the
Hey.
roof under you buckles, and you are able to shift with the falling tiles. And yeah, you take no damage as this explosion happened, and the Eviscerate just growls and is quite angry at you, but that's it.
Okay.
And now the heroes are free to act once more.
Question.
Could I go to? Oh yeah.
Question. End of turn is end of the turn, or if not my turn For the taunt.
It's the end of the next turn of the creature affected. So I believe the Amalgamite is no longer taunted.
Yeah, I have
It's
taunted
intended.
2 creatures.
And the Eviscerite is also no longer taunted.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you allow me, I can go Slayer to help.
Yeah, sure.
So
I have a question before you
have a
guys
plan.
go. Sorry, but just a question. If I mark a creature that already Silver has marked, because allies gain an edge to attack this on power rolls, does this
So they don't stack, but
Okay.
if an ally gets a tier 3 result, you both get focus.
okay.
So-
Okay. Go ahead.
okay, so even if we both of us mark the same target, it's not that they have two edge.
To edge.
You don't have
No.
2 edges, you don't have double the damage, but if someone gets a tier 3 result, you both get focus. So
Got it.
if you're fighting like one big solo creature, it is still useful for both of you to mark it because that allows you to get more focus.
Got it. Yeah, I understand.
Go ahead.
Okay, I'm going. Getting 2 focus, so 6, 8 focus. Maneuver. Mark again. I'm going to mark the big guy.
Mhm.
This one. And I'm going to mark again the... Can't remember the name of this one.
Eviscerite?
Yeah. And Silver is pissed. You know that he is very calm, but right now is not in his best disposition. So I'm going to take my sword and hit as hard as possible using my hammer and anvil to the big guy that is grabbing me.
Yep.
So I spend 5 focus. I have 4 now. Rolling with an edge. Shit. It's a 9.
So that's unfortunately... Oh, wait. You took 1 edge on that?
Yes?
Stone is going to turn and point at you and use Holy Infusion.
Remember, you have an edge from me also.
Oh, so that's a double edge. You don't need the Holy Infusion. Yeah.
All
You had an
right.
additional
An
edge
edge.
from the battle cry.
Wait.
So
that was a... That will be a tier 2 then.
Yep. So you got a 7 total, but you have 2 edges, which pushes you to a tier 2.
Amazing. So that means that the big creature will get 10 damage plus 2 for my mark. And I will yell to Slayer to help me with this. You have a free attack to the creature that is getting me.
Yes.
Free trigger.
So
I'm sorry.
this.
It's an ally within 10 can make a signature
Yeah.
attack with an edge against the target that as a free triggered action.
Yeah. So probably like the tactical option would be better to do Stone because he has a slightly powerful like range strike. But Slayer is very cool, and I will say this: as you strike for 12 damage with your sword, the Amalgamite has 10 stamina remaining. So Slayer, you have 2 edges, one from the mark, one from the battle cry. There's extra damage on the Amalgamite, so if
No,
you
he
can do
already
8...
spent it. No, he already
Oh yeah, for
spent
the
it.
resistance roll. Correct.
Yeah.
So you have 1, but Stone can give you more. Yeah, in fact, that's what's going to happen. So, Slayer, you have an edge already from the mark. You
Okay.
just need to do 4 damage with
Okay.
your strike.
Let me just check my things. I have to choose a signature ability, right?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
you cannot move, so it
Well,
has
I
to-
think you have a signature ability that lets you move.
Devastating Rush lets me move.
Yeah.
It says
that
you
should
can
do
move
it.
up to 3. Now, if I move more than 2, that is 5. Sorry, that is 4 extra damage.
So I will say, from the height difference, you would have to jump 1 up, and then you would be So yeah, you can do it.
So this is
So
what's
cool.
gonna happen.
I mean, you ran and you like,
Yeah, actually, my plan originally was to go blood for blood on this guy if Silver didn't land. But since he did that, what Slayer's gonna do, he's just going to look at Slayer and go, sorry, look at Silver. Kid, this is how it's done. Leap and just single-handed axe, leap and aim right at the center of the skull of this guy.
Incredible. Go ahead and roll.
It's
You
like
have one
Rain
edge.
of Fire. Do you remember that
Yep.
movie?
I believe it's Matthew McConaughey jumping on the dragon.
Yeah.
Well,
It was
I
an
think
edge,
this is-
right?
Yeah. You have one edge, and Stone is ready to give you another if you need it. But I
Okay.
don't think you're going to need it.
That's 15. So that's a tier 2. Yeah, that's enough. Yeah,
Yep.
tier 2 for Devastating Rush is 8 damage base. Yeah, so that's 8, 12 damage base for me.
Incredible. Now, you are going to take some falling damage.
That's
actually,
okay.
No, wait, no, because you have the agility and you land. So it's,
I'm landing on the guy, by the way.
Yeah.
So you go
Like,
up to
I am
7.
intentionally landing on the
And
motherfucker.
it's 2, so that's 5 minus 2 from your agility. That's 3. So yeah, you are going to take 6 falling damage, which would also apply to the amalgamite if it was needed.
Okay.
So yes, your axe embeds into the skull, and then your body impacts behind it, driving it all the way like into the squishy matter inside. You see as the bone splits open, and you impact the torso, and the skull just slides off as the power of the impact just rips the stitches that were holding its torso together. You see it had been reinforced to be able to handle these massive arms. Again, I apologize, but that's the flavor of these Frankenstein
That's
guys.
alright.
Okay.
Yeah. And Silver, you see as the 2 arms go slack as a deep section of the torso just slides off as Slayer keeps going, impacts the ground for 6 damage. And you are both... Actually, no, Slayer is covered in gore. Silver, you are far enough away in the arms that you are only slightly splattered in blood.
I'm going to remove the blood from the snout and put my hand over Slayer's shoulder and says thank you.
Incredible.
Embrace it, kid. Just embrace it. And yeah, that's it.
Incredible. Is hesitation weakness at the moment?
Yes. All right. So, the big thing is taken care of. These are the things that are kinda
The captains, yeah.
the captains. This one is marked. This one is
This
not,
one,
right?
exactly. The one next to Stone is Mark.
You remember you have an edge
How
from
does
the-
it work? The idea of moving during hiding.
I believe if you want to stay hidden, you have to make a sneak test. But if you are okay with not being hidden at the end of it, you are hidden during this movement. So
I want to attack from a hidden position, so I can get an edge.
So if you attack at range from where you are, you will have the edge from being hidden, but then you will no longer be hidden after the end of that attack.
Yeah. No, I need to move because I don't have that much range with my attack.
Mostly because of the height. I believe he's at height 4, because that's height 6. This is 5. Yeah, that's height 4.
Yeah, I need to move a little, and I'm going to do it. I'm going to do the height test.
You don't need to until after. Like you are already hidden for this attack. If you want to...
Remain hidden.
Yes.
That's pretty good. All right. So I'm going to attack it using my I work better alone. That since the target has no allies adjacent to them, I gain an edge on the attack.
I think you don't... I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
you already have... You're
need
going to
it.
have like 4 edges, but that
Yeah.
all collapses down to 2.
Yeah. I didn't
I
even
mean,
need it.
he can save it for in case of a resistance roll.
Yeah, I'm saving but I work
Does
with it
Battle Cry
alone.
say that you can save it, or is it on the next one?
It says each target gains an edge on their next attack or resistance
yeah,
roll
I
they
have
make
to expend
before
it.
the end of the encounter.
I have to expend it here.
Yes.
And I actually really need it because hide, because mark,
Yeah.
because
You have something
the
like
battle cry.
4 different sources of edges. Yeah.
Yeah, but this is the only thing I have from range. I don't want to get close to these fucking things. So yeah, that's... Forget about it. The tier 2 going to tier 3, 14 damage. And this is range 3, so I should be good.
The Eviscerate, after ripping off the piece of the conscript and reattaching it, had exactly 14 stamina. So how do you, from range, take out the Eviscerate?
You only see like a smear of fucking red that is Manners moving. He's not like ha 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 I'm playing. No, he's on kill mode now. Silent. He's just going to fly, stab the throat, and fly back.
Now, you're doing this at range, but
Yeah.
for flavor, you got close. Okay.
Yeah.
So, because you are ready, you fly, stab your rapier into a spot, and you see as the Eviscerate had been pulling on stone, suddenly goes slack, and you were prepared for this. You kick off immediately back, so when the collar detonates, you are far enough away, and the chunks of meat that rain down
And
do not
actually,
impact you.
as I kick the body to give myself a boost, I'm flying, and together with the explosion of the body, I'm going to use Black Ash Teleport to disappear in the middle of the explosion, because I want to end up here hiding.
Cool.
Incredible. Do you have to spend insights to teleport that far away, or just
I don't think I need it, because it's 5 squares.
incredible? So yeah, all of you see a blur of red come rocketing from under one of the stalls, hit the Eviscerate, and there's an explosion of gore and ash, as it looks like Manners has impacted and been just as obliterated as the Eviscerate. But all of you know that what that means is that Manners is safe and hidden somewhere that your enemies cannot see. Incredible. So that was your movement and action. You still have a maneuver, I believe?
No, that was my maneuver.
Okay, the teleport.
I just have some movement, but I'm going to end up my turn here because
Incredible.
I'm planning to attack that.
Yeah. Awesome. All right. Well, my Amalgamite is dead. That's too bad. He has a cool thing where he can grab multiple creatures, because of course.
I'm going to say
Wait.
something bad, but it didn't explode.
Yeah, the Amalgamite explodes. So
I'm
Slayer,
sorry.
as you no, I had also I was looking at its stat block, and I was going like, I didn't get to do that. Oh wait, loyalty collar. When the Amalgamite dies, they explode. So this is coming at Silver and Slayer.
Oh no.
Ooh, 6 damage. Makes sense. It has a bigger collar.
Yeah.
So that's 6 damage to Slayer and Silver.
Is this considered
with
a weapon attack?
No. It's just damage.
Please, is corruption?
No, it is regular damage. As chunks of meat and bone and some pieces of metal, like the collar is metal, they have something around like a belt. It all
I mean, like
comes
maybe
flying everywhere.
pieces of metal, like patching places of their skin and stuff. Like,
Yeah, you see like plates that had been set up to reinforce the bones.
Slayer is going to take it.
So I was cleaning my snout. Thank you.
Slayer is going to take it, open his arms, and begin laughing at the sky because this is beautiful.
Wait, and they smell really bad when they explode.
Sure. I mean,
Doesn't matter.
it's chunks of meat and and bone as you'd expect.
Meanwhile,
All
Silver doesn't feel very good. It's like a wet person.
Again, kid, embrace it.
So, this Cognivite is going to fly over on top of both of you. Let's send this one to the back so we can see the flapping of wings, and you hear in your mind the piercing noise of its psionic mind attempting to burrow into both of you. 2d10 plus 1. Ooh. Exactly tier 3.
Pati.
As you take 5 psychic damage. Well, that's very good for you, Silver.
I spend a focus.
Wait. It is not a weapon attack. This is an
can't
area
parry.
psionic. I'm so sorry. You take 5 psychic damage, and it is vertical slide 3.
Again.
So you are lifted up, but you are both stable 1, which means you are only lifted up 2. And you are both agile enough that you don't take falling damage as the wings flap and you are grabbed by its psionic mind as it lifts you up. You feel the psychic pain as you do indeed both take 5 psychic damage, but it doesn't manage to lift you up enough to then drop you.
Wait, Slayer, you have 6.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's not 0.
Where was it? It was there. So it did 4. It has 1 more. So it's going to flap 1 more and land up on that roof at height 2. So
Okay.
it's not going to. You guys are going to have to get up on a roof to attack it, but that is eminently doable for y'all.
Remember, you
Daniel,
have hero points, guys.
That's what I'm going to ask. What was the cost, or when we can use the hero token?
Whenever
the hero
whenever
tokens,
you want.
whenever you want.
But
Okay.
also, Stone at any point can take their turn and give you a recovery, right? So, and more than one. Like Stone can give you 2 or 3 recoveries, as many as you need.
I'm fine
with
right
with
now,
this much piety.
by the way. Thanks to the
Yeah, but Slayer is really bad. Maybe he can
I know.
spend a-
That's what I was asking.
So if you want, Stone can now go and heal Slayer and also attack the Cognivite.
Or, question: how does it work for? Because I know that the rules. I know the rules for leaping horizontally. How about vertically? Like, would I need to make? Is it the same type of?
It's the same kind of check, and because you are a Fury, you automatically succeed on tests to jump. So yeah,
Wait,
if you
so
want
it
if you
hasn't
want to
been
take your turn,
You
It
haven't
hasn't been my turn.
Slayer did
okay.
all that damage on Silver's turn.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks to
So-
Silver.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
The Tactician attacked with the Fury.
Okay. Really great.
So, question: could I, if I took my turn now, could I leap and brutal slam this guy onto the ground vertically with push?
Absolutely. Now, I will say this.
Yeah.
It's not winded, but you hit like a truck. And if you take out this Cognivite, it's going to explode.
right.
That's true. They do explode.
So maybe it's good for Stone go first.
Or you can use a hero token. It
Oh, you can
doesn't
use a
take.
You can
I
use the
wanna-
hero token after. Yeah, it's going to do. It's a 1d6. If it rolls a 6 and puts you like at dying, which you can still act and do stuff when you're dying. It's just
Wait, let me
not so
check
nice.
one thing. Let me check.
then
one
you
thing.
can
Let
do
me
a
check
hero
one
token
thing.
if you want. As an orc, yeah, you can also get a recovery if you start dying, but unfortunately, the order of operations is not going to work out
Although-
for you to be able to get that extra recovery.
I don't know if I'm trying to think. I don't want to spend a hero token at all.
Do it.
So, I mean, if you go to 0, like you can still act, you just take damage, you can move and not take any damage. And you need to hit negative your winded value, so like minus 13 to actually die. So
I
as
could
long as
still-
Stone can heal you before you hit minus 13, you will be alive.
Just do it.
I really want to just because it's been a while since we've been so close. I just want to go for it and see what happens.
for
Okay.
Okay.
So
You're embracing the fury.
I am I said Slayer said to you, embrace it. Just to help a little bit with this thing. No, actually, no. I'm going to save it. I'm going to leap upwards. Brutal slam this guy, vertically pushing him down so that he takes the full brunt of the damage plus the push. That's going to be. I don't have any banes or edges against this guy, right?
No. If you need one, stone can give you.
I have
extra damage.
I do have one edge on next attack. But that was for
yeah, it was already used against the amalgam.
Don't you have
Okay.
to roll your rage? Sorry.
Oh yeah, see how much angrier you are.
Okay.
I did. I rolled a 1, so I'm at 9. Or actually, wait, do you wanna do something different here?
Yeah.
Let me check.
You have enough of a budget that you can do.
I mean, yeah, actually, let's just go more than brutal. Let's just go blood for blood, because this guy is just gonna whip my fucking ass. So, power roll. No nothings. That's gonna be 13. That's gonna be tier 2, if I'm not mistaken.
It's
Do
tier
you
2.
want it to be a tier 3?
I would love it to be a tier 3.
So Stone will turn to you and go, Zerok favors sacrifice, and spend 1 piety to give you 2 edges and 4 additional damage.
Okay, 4 additional damage. Oh yeah, the 4 holy. Okay, so that's gonna be 17 damage base plus 4 from my kit plus 4 from stone.
That's enough.
So that's okay.
I mean,
Cool.
it's like
You crush the Cognivite.
smashed.
Yeah. You cut through the skull, the neck, you hit the collar, and you begin cutting the metal as it detonates.
Could I make it so that I don't cut through the skull, because I do want to keep
Sure.
1 at least.
Yeah, you aim instead for the shoulder. You're trying to sever the collar before it can detonate.
All right,
But-
give it to me.
You are able to hit the metal and bend it such a way that the explosion is almost completely diverted away from you. As it rolled a 1 on the d6, you take 1 damage back.
Yep.
That's basically like a few vertebrae, like splinters of bone, fly and hit you. And the rest of the blast is directed down at the roof.
Slayer is going to stand up, breathe deeply, look at Silver and go, all right, I'm not stupid, actually, I'm kind of tired. He's gonna move.
We can work with that. Ow.
He's going to actually, no, he's going to stay put. I don't think he needs to move at the moment. Although, no, I am going to use my movement to get closer to where. Wait, I moved 2, so I have 4.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to move a little bit closer to Stone so he can see me, and that's gonna be it.
Wonderful. So now we have this Eviscerite that really wants one of their commandos to be next to Stone. So he's just going to order them to get there. So that's 6, but they would have to go down and then back up. So I don't think they can, and these commandos aren't the kind that get the awesome charge power. So
I did spend.
he's gonna try and, but they're not good at jumping. So this guy,
This is a good fight.
all right, so let's see if this one makes it, as it attempts to leap from a high roof to a slightly lower one. Ooh, it does manage to, wait. Yes. What? Oh, but its might is 0, which is not good for it. So I think with that, it doesn't make it. With a 16. Jump rules. Where are my jump rules? I believe you don't get any additional... Oh man. Jumping without might is not a good idea, it seems.
Yeah, it's a minimum. It's
Minimum
a
of one.
Of 1.
So he got 1 success, which it gives him 1 additional square. So he jumped 2, but he needed 3. So he needed a tier 3. So you see as this commando like takes a couple of steps back, runs, leaps, and gets just shy of the roof and splats against the ground. And then there's a detonation as the collar explodes.
Friendship.
And this commando does the same thing, gets there and attempts to jump. This guy only needs 2, so he needs 1 success. I believe in this commando. This commando is untouched.
Wait, but did it move before it jumped?
Yeah, it moved back and then jumped.
Okay, so he would have 1
What?
base
What?
plus 1 for running 2. Yes, say it.
Wait, wait, no. If they move at least 2 squares, you can long jump 1 additional square. Oh no,
Yep.
wait. So if
you
that
move
guy
2
had gotten
squares-
3 by moving back 2, he didn't
Yep.
need it. He didn't. So that guy does not splat, and neither does the other. Well, all right. So by moving back 2,
Let's go make
it was
output.
comedic.
It's
so
a correct.
2, then another, but that only gets him there, and then he's out of movement.
It says
So-
you can long jump 1 additional square
Yeah,
if you move 2.
I moved 2.
Yeah, if
So this
you
guy makes it.
if you
so-
pass the might test, you can get reward 2. So that also gives an additional 1.
So what he's going to do is he's going to use the action to move, and keeps going and gets to the other side of stone. And this commando is going to attack at stone.
Wait, can I? No, nothing.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
because this one is also moving there next to Lobo and is going to stab at you with its daggers.
Me?
So it's 1 edge against stone, no edge against Capitan Lobo. Oh, well, great rolls for jumping, terrible rolls for stabbing, which is what you want. At a tier 1, the little daggers do 2 damage.
To me?
Yes, to both Lobo and to stone. And then this Eviscerite was really hoping to get into... So this Eviscerite is going to run to the edge. And then just make that jump without having to roll for it.
Don't I have an attack of opportunity?
You do get a free strike.
Please. Please, sir. Free strike melee. Plus.
Also, I believe you didn't move Slayer again on the turn.
Wait.
Yeah, there. Thank you.
Is tier 2, so it's 6 damage.
That's rough. As it lands there, in that case, it's going to keep moving. But as it lands, what does it look like as you swing at the Eviscerite?
I mean, I'm trying to hit it in the head, so in order to lose, maybe he won't fall and won't reach the other roof.
So yeah, your heavy weapon impacts the side of the head. You see as some of the skin gets peeled back, and you see like pale bone of the skull, and then like tears of blood and hair go flying as it's still alive as it completes the jump, but it lands holding its head, and this time before it yeah, because it's not a maneuver. Great, I'm going to get to use some villain points for that. He's going to use his maneuver to point at this commando and go, "Congratulations, Corporal." And you see the commando sort of turns and the collar explodes. And he's not doing this for the damage. He needs the extra parts. But that's 4 damage to Stone, who is now winded.
Oh, Stone!
No.
And then the Eviscerite takes a step forward, spends 3 villain points, and literally grabs a piece of grabs the skull, like tears some of it off and splats it on, and regains 5 stamina.
Nice move.
And that was movement and maneuver, and still has the action. And he's gonna slash at Stone. He like sees Slayer and thinks about it, but he gets an edge now for striking at Stone because one of its minions is nearby. Ooh, that is just a 10. with an edge. Oh, so tier 2 with the edge. So it's good. As the chainsaw whip grabs around stone for 5 damage. So it's very good that stone is going to go next because stone also needs healing. Conduit needs healing. As stone is in single digits and winded. And that is the end of the Eviscerite's turn. And yeah, so unless Lovo has a really good thing that you can do, Stone would like to,
No,
to heal.
let's go. Stone then me. Yes.
Okay, good. So I have now 6 piety because without praying, do I want to pray? Or, well, I'm going to do Wave of Virtue again because Slayer and I need it. Is there anyone else who would like? No, we're the only ones that really need it. So of the 6, we're gonna go down to 1 as Xerox exerts justice once again. Slayer, you are free to spend up to 2 recoveries if you want.
I'm going to spend
Stone
both.
is now down to a single recovery.
No.
They regain 16 stamina. And I still have my maneuver. Do I have a powerful attack maneuver? I don't think so. That's not the sort of thing that the conduit has, but it would be nice if I did. Nope. Action. And Wave of Virtue is an action. So, alright, let's pray and hope we get a good thing. And now with a single edge, so it's technically possible that I'll be bleeding after this prayer. 19. Didn't even need the edge to gain another 2 piety, so now I'm back up to 3. And Stone is going to choose themselves to gain the protective bubble as they gain an additional 20 temporary stamina.
Nice.
So now they have an effective 40. As Xerox laws protect their conduit. And he's now going to shift. Spend the movement to get out of there without taking any free strikes. And get out of there. Alright. So that was Stone. The only ones that are left are the conscripts. Can this guy even reach silver? Yeah, because they have a special thing that they get to charge. So that guy's going to charge silver. And this conscript just saw that thing happen with Stone. So I'm going to roll to see if it goes for Slayer or Stone. Okay, it runs at Slayer. And it stabs at you from up high. Wait, no, is that? It's too high up. It can't reach you with its blade.
How
So
high is it?
unfortunately, it's I believe that's 6. That's 5.
5.
So, yeah,
Okay.
so it's going to slide all the way. Like it goes to that roof and then gets down, but it's charging at you, which gives it an edge on this attack. So both of these conscripts are rolling against Silver and Slayer with 1 edge. And they attempt to stab at you with your terrible. That's 7 plus 1, 8 with an edge 10. It is still a tier 1 as you take 2 damage.
Yay.
As clearly these are the most patchwork. You see, like, even their face isn't complete. You see there are patches of like it. Most of its nose is missing the cartilage and skin. You see there are patches along its cheeks that are not completely patched up. You see clearly they have to distinguish themselves in service to get better parts. And you get the idea that an armory for the war dogs is a little more literal arms than with other armies.
We both get 2 damage, right?
Yes, you both take 2 damage.
Parry?
Sure.
1 damage.
Awesome.
I don't know why I
Capitan
feel
Lobo.
like a haggle.
Meh.
Capitan Lobo, you are remaining.
How when they explode, how the
1.
range of the
It's burst 1. So
what to do?
you could
Stop
get away
moving
and
around, screams Lobo. And she had all these plans, and everyone moved, and like
You do?
I had a plan.
I will say
So-
this Eviscerite is winded, and they are the last non-minion remaining. And also, if you hit that minion for a lot, which you've been attacked, so you would have an edge for pain.
So I'm going to mark. I'm going to edge, but I'm going to spend 1 to mark 2 creatures. So I'm going to mark this commando and the Eviscerite. And I'm going to use Pain for Pain to hit this one and try hopefully, if I hit him, maybe he can fall down and die away from me. So I have 2 edge with the mark, and because he attacked me, so I'm going to roll a 10 and 12. So I go 13, tier 3.
Wonderful.
So it's 16 damage.
Incredible. So, you unfortunately wait. Oh no, you used your maneuver to mark. All right, because
Yeah.
you could have pushed. All right. So, you slam into the commando, pulp the skull, hit the collar, and as the body is falling away, the explosion is still enough to hit you. But you dealt 16 damage, which is enough to take out 2 minions. So as that collar explodes, the signal resonates with the other commando on the roof, and his collar also explodes. And so both of those minions are obliterated in a wave.
Mish.
And something went wrong. Lovo, you take 4 damage as the chunks come flying up at you. And now tell me who acts to take out the Eviscerite in the 3rd turn.
You have a edge to take this one.
We're calling cut on the scene because all that's remaining is an Eviscerite and 2 conscripts, and it'll be 1 hero turn, and then hesitation is weakness. So you're gonna mop them up, and you can even do it in such a way that you can do it at range, so you won't get exploded by the collars.
I mean, maybe manners like he's gonna sneak in like, this is my chance. You know?
Whatever you like.
If it is cinematic, you can take the kill if you want.
Me? No, I'm too far.
You could shoot it with your crossbow.
Which one are they?
Okay.
Are you talking about?
All of them. All the
All of
enemies. How does the entire team defeat the enemies?
Well-
if you don't have an idea, Stone is willing to teleport with Lightfall, that conscript, away from Silver, up into the air and drop them into a splat.
I think for that one, Silver is not happy and will just yell to it, move, and use their roar.
Wonderful. It
great.
gets sent flying back, splats against the side of the building. The collar explodes. A couple of planks fall down onto the ground, and that conscript is obliterated.
If Slayer has eyes on the Viscerite that is close or behind the conscript, brutal slam on the conscript, attempting to send him flying towards the Viscerite so that they clash together and explode.
Sure. That sounds wonderful. So you launch the conscript high up into the air. It lands on the Eviscerite, and with that impact, the conscript is a cloud of gore and viscera, and the collar explodes too close to the Eviscerite, and that damage causes both of them to be nothing but chunks of meat and gore and blood. And you have successfully defeated a sizable force of war dogs. And you are once again in the burning city of Blackbottom. But Glasses takes a few steps forward, seeing the incredible, compared to the fights that you had with demons that ended with a lot of destruction of property, but almost no traces. This is the complete opposite. You are covered head to toe. The roofs are covered. It is brutal. And you are able to keep moving along the roofs of Blackbottom. And I believe we're going to take a pause here as we continue further into the city towards safety.
Okay.
Yay. That was cool.
Yeah. Very.
That was a good combat, dude.
Really nice.
Yeah. And we are at 6 victories now.
6 victory.
Indeed, 6 victories.
6 victories.
I can
Blow on
do
recoveries.
hesitation X weakness, big teleports that assassinate,
Yeah.
stray away. Yeah.
I think that's the first time that Silver is being not even serious. Also.
All right.
Interesting.
We'll be back shortly.
Yeah.
Back from the break, our heroes are moving forward along rickety planks, ladders up and down different stories of the buildings in this area. The strongest civilians are carrying the weak and the elderly, but after defeating the monstrous war dogs, there are a few minutes of safety. Does anyone want to spend any recoveries?
I already did.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think
Yeah.
we did on the break.
Great. So you continue moving in the early hours of the morning. The rays of sunshine are barely visible as the air is choked with the smoke and ash of the burning city. As you're moving along the rooftops, you spot several stealthy figures that are darting across the rooftops ahead of you. They have overstuffed sacks that are slung over their shoulders, and you see swords swinging from their hips. By the look, these are pirates. They came from the port, they've taken advantage of the chaos to loot homes and shops, and you realize they are being pursued by humans atop massive hawks.
Oh, not again.
One of the figures shouts out, their voice echoing across the rooftops. "We'll split the take with you! Just leave us be! We'll take our goods and go!" And as these stealthy figures hop around, you realize they are in front of you, but the hawks circle around, and you are surrounded by them.
These fuckers again!
Just
those?
they again.
What? The friends of you?
Not
No,
at all. I'm
These
seriously
are
not happy.
Hack Lords.
Yes.
Ajax dogs. So
We had issues with them when we arrived here before.
Yeah. So the flapping of massive wings buffets the air, moving the smoke and ash, and you see several of these hawks are carrying multiple riders. And
For what I know, they were proud and free until Ajax got them. And
Indeed.
they capture Dragon Knights.
the Hawk Lord, who seems to be in charge, this woman, bald with just a braid spiraling back behind her. She lands on the rooftop in front, spots the fact that you are there as well, but she's addressing the pirates that have been carrying the loot. And you see her face. This is not a Hawklord that you've seen before, but you spot on some of the others, Coriad and Tyria, the ones you met on the docks a few days ago. And the woman in charge has a moment of hesitation and then goes, "We can't. Everyone dies. Ajax's orders." And you see as the pirates are sort of looking at you, seeing as what you're going to do, you see a couple of the riders on the Hawks draw crossbows. They're not pointing them directly at you, and there's a moment of tension as things are balanced on a razor's edge.
Okay, so just to remind to everyone on the party and to the people that haven't seen the
Hawklords.
Dream?
no the
The
prologue.
prequel.
The prequel, thank you. Why English? Why forget English every Saturday night?
Yeah, we deal with these guys during the prequel, and they were one, rather greedy.
Yes.
Two, only care about justice, their justice, and yeah.
And just to for the rest of the party, last time Silver was covered. Right now it's not covered.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh fuck.
That's
yeah,
that's important.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
Well, they don't seem to be paying mind to us.
I mean, they've spotted you there. Like they see that you're.
I'm going to address them.
Mhm.
Are we free to leave?
Are you sure?
She looks down at you and says, "I'm sorry. Everyone dies."
That
Well,
includes you then.
I'm sorry.
I'm looking at the pirates. Someone that we
Yeah, do we recognize them
from the
that
ship?
time before?
Over the prequel as well.
I mean, we killed them all, but
exactly.
but
I
there
believe
was
a
ship.
single one of them survived, but maybe some of them were from a different ship. Somebody roll a d10 for luck and tell me if you want it to be good luck or bad luck. Like,
What are my
would you prefer that you know some of them, or would you prefer?
Capitan know one of them since he's criminal? Maybe.
You can also roll a d10 and tell you what, you can add 2 for your criminal underworld skill.
Can I do the same? I have criminal
Actually,
underworld too.
Lovo and Manners, you guys give me a test. Like, roll 2d10
An actual
add
test.
your criminal underworld.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's not good. What is relevant stat is this for this?
I think presence for
Presence?
Yeah, for mana.
Exactly.
All right, tier 2. That's 8 plus 2. That's 10. 12.
Okay.
Just
Lovo,
you two.
do you have a tier 3 result?
I mean, I was 15 plus presence.
Yes, and if you have the skill, which you do, it's plus 2 as well from that.
16.
16.
Oh wow.
Okay.
That's good.
So-
That's tier 3.
Both of you have had dealings in different ways with these pirates. They're loosely organized, so you don't know one of them personally, but you know the ships that they tend to sail on.
The code,
Yeah.
the language.
They are honest thieves in the sense that if they're doing a job with you, they'll keep their word because they know that's good for business. Like it serves them well to have a fence to sell their goods, or a place to hide when they arrive even in a city such as this, known for being smugglers. So one of the pirates that are close to you, like they see and go, "You gotta help us. Listen, we were happy to split the loot with them. We could split with you." So you realize that though they have swords at their hips, they are loaded with loot to the point where they might as well be non-combatants. It is going to be very difficult for them to fight, and they're not willing to drop the loot to. I mean, they might if it's literally them about to die,
So,
but they believe they can escape.
The rest of the group knows Silver is prioritizing the people. They get the people safe.
No.
So if that means don't fight, he will try to go for negotiation. But
Does anybody have read person?
I do.
I do. Yeah.
You can give me either an intuition or a reason test. This is a medium test.
I'm gonna go for intuition. Because I'm ready. Or reason, no. She's logical.
I'm going
Hey,
for
look at that.
nice.
and take that result because I barely scraped a tier 2 result.
Yeah. So manners, you're trying to figure out like, but they were greedy last time, and these pirates just offered them loot. Why were they? And like you're trying to figure out why, and maybe it's because there's a different Hawklord in charge this time. Glasses, you're paying attention to how the woman's been speaking. She does not like what her people have been doing. the Hawklords have been dropping the iron orbs that you know were portals to the abyss where demons were pouring out. And when she says everyone dies, she always says Ajax orders. And there's a moment where you read that she would be just as happy if that everyone includes them because of what they're doing. It's like, we are being forced to do this. And if we die doing this, it's like, it's what happens when you do these terrible things.
So she's like guilty / feeling like dishonored, something like that?
She's very hesitant. She does not like at all what it's been doing. But yeah, she knows that if she doesn't do it, and they return to Ajax's authority, they will be punished, right? So either they die doing this, fighting, or if they don't do it, they risk great harm upon returning back.
Okay, let me just, for one moment, who is her face? It's that still silver? Or
everyone can participate. Like,
but
you can make
I
arguments.
have +2 presence. If
Okay,
that
that's
helps
good.
you.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. So I'm gonna lean towards you, Manners, because we're side by side. I'm gonna say, she really doesn't want to fight. She's hesitating. She's committed, but maybe we can change her mind.
All right, this is Alejandro saying this. Are you sure she's not committed? Because from what I heard from Danielle, is pretty much like, please kill me.
I said she is committed, but maybe we can persuade her. Yeah, I think she's committed to this fighting. But I'm just saying, maybe there's a chance.
Let me find an angle. Doing my best, Professor Xavier.
This is kind of hard.
Yeah.
Because she has to do this. Because if she doesn't do it, her people is going to suffer. She's going to suffer. So I cannot say just hey, don't fight or join us against Ajax, because that's dream talking.
No, I think probably
the effect is maybe the best option, but
I was more of
maybe
turn a blind eye to us. Yeah, and because remember that it's not only us. We're bringing all of the survivors. So if we say turn a blind eye on what we're doing here, and maybe that won't redeem all the shit that you've done. But still, you won't have this on your ledger.
I'm going to say, let's wing it. Fuck it. I'm going to say, everyone dies, but if you never saw us here, you don't need to. We are going to continue our way, leading these people to safety, and you're gonna get the city that your lord wants. There is no need to increase the bloodshed that there is already. I'm sensing Slayer, and I'm going to extend a wing to cover his face, like.
Yeah. Don't say anything.
You do that, and you can feel the sweat coming from his
It's the meme of the guy, like.
So you say that, and the pirate that's next to Lobo looks and goes, a parley. For now, you can kill us later if it goes bad. And the woman signals, and the two other hawks also land on rooftops. And you see they're willing to talk for now. So we begin negotiation.
Oh, now. Fuck yeah, we did it!
Yes.
Not fighting.
Well, not. It depends what happens.
I'm sorry, Slayer. I'm sorry.
Listen, this could always turn out to
go to shit, and we have to fight anyway.
Now, if you had gotten to interest 5 in the previous negotiation, the one for Bay of Blackbottom,
Oh.
you would have had an interest of 2 in this negotiation instead of 1, as Coriad and Tyria would have been predisposed to you and advocated on your behalf to be heard out. Since that did not happen...
Love the continuity, yeah.
Yeah. So the Hawklords have Patience 2 and Impression 1. Now, I will say... we need to roll as you are still members of the Chain of Acheron, and you have a Dragon Knight with you, which increases your renown to an effective of 3.
Yeah.
So, I believe we have to roll to see if you're famous or infamous.
And that's with a skill or something?
I
think it's just
a
2d10.
Yeah, fame or infamy. If a hero has enough renown to influence an NPC during a negotiation, the director decides if they are famous or infamous. If the NPC appreciates a character's deeds and views them as a hero who makes the world a better place, that hero is famous. If the NPC believes the hero's accomplishment make the world worse and views them as an enemy, the hero is infamous. They don't... Well... Let me see who's an enemy. Specifically because of the actions that have happened about 15 minutes ago by the senior officers of the chain, where they attempted to assassinate what they believed to be Mortem, and it was revealed to instead be Mandrake the Betrayer in a glamour, and it precipitated the appearance of Ajax, the Chrysopolis, Relg, the Lord Incorpulent, leader of the demon armies of Ajax, and started this whole thing. You are indeed infamous, which means you gain edges on tests when making arguments using brag, interrogate, or intimidate.
Okay.
Even if you don't have that skill. If you are bragging, interrogating, or intimidating, you would have an edge on it, even if you don't have the applicable skill. And you do know some additional information from this is again because of the tier 3 result on the read person. You do know some things still about the Hawklords. Clearly, greed is not a motivation anymore, but their opinion on higher authority is clearly still the same. Like, the position that Ajax holds in their mind is still the... Like, there is no higher authority to answer to. You cannot... You cannot invoke, like, the laws of the city, the fact that it's supposed to be free, or a religious law of any kind. Like,
can I use my Silver Tongue ability to try to, aid me on a test to gain, to discover motivations or pitfalls during the negotiation?
Yes.
So
what you're making reason, intuition, or presence test, and yeah.
Can I add a read person or something here?
I believe so. Yes, that makes sense.
I have alertness. Can I help with that also?
13, 15.
I don't think so, but I will say glasses test will give you an edge on this. Like her read person test.
17 on the trying to check pitfalls and motivations.
Okay.
Awesome.
So you learn one of the motivations of these Hawklords. I'll say you learn that they are motivated by freedom. They have been subjugated for perhaps 15 years.
Defecting is now more of an option for sure.
It's more of an
Inciting
option.
defection,
Yeah.
For sure.
All right. So far, the attack on the city has been rather successful. Look at how much people we managed to save and how much people you managed to kill. Is that enough? Is that enough blood? Or there is a point where you really try to make a stand? And, well, think for yourself for a change. And ask yourself, is what you're doing the correct thing? Because last time I remember, wasn't the Hug Lords of the area champions of justice? Is this justice for you?
They weren't so much champions of justice so much as like they were independent. But yeah. So this is.
I'm appealing to.
Yeah, to the.
Yeah, they were super good, like the best.
You were heroes
You're twisting
before.
history. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I come from the hells, like.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
You
In
were the
comparison.
chosen one.
Well, so what you would know from last time is that trying to appeal to their better nature is
Yeah,
not
it's
something
not-
that
it's
it
not
would be a
good,
pitfall.
Yeah. It's like a pitfall. Yeah.
The pitfalls maintains. Okay.
Yeah.
So you were able to determine, that the pitfalls that they had from before are the same. And you had some intelligence from the Hawklords.
I'm keeping the slaughter part. Like, look,
Yeah.
you have killed a lot of people.
All right. So this seems to be it could be either reason or presence, and persuade. It doesn't seem to be that you're.
I don't know why I don't have persuade as a skill. Like, come on.
Yeah, you have to get it at some point or change one of the others.
Yeah,
There you go.
yeah. I have
You use it
eavesdrop
so
for some
fucking
reason.
much.
Yeah,
I
I'm
can't
so
persuade.
reasonable
Can I
for
help
a devil.
persuade?
Yeah, you could. What would you say? You could take the lead and like take that argument and add to it,
Yeah.
and then it would be manners making an Ada test result, and that
be-
could either give you an edge or a bane depending on the result.
Yeah.
To be honest, I think that no, Manus must do this. I don't think that Silver will help more. Silver is still worried to be a hindrance in these cases.
Yeah.
All right. Give me a second. I'm going to lead the conversation for where I think either Silver or Capitan Lobo can interject.
Okay.
Okay.
Let me cook.
I mean, like Capitan is like more like intrigue, nor like
But intrigue is useful here because if you say like, is Ajax paying you enough for all of this shit?
I mean,
Like,
I
you know,
can. I have a
Putting some shit there. Yeah.
ability that, but we don't have a plan. So, while in your presence, each of your group allies gains an edge on tests of any skills on intrigue skill group.
Yeah, but
So,
this
if
is
you
not.
decide to go through something of intrigue, you may gain an edge.
Sadly, the intrigue skills are some things like sneak, sabotage, pickpocket, picklock.
Conceal
Yeah.
object, disguise.
That's all I can give you something.
All right.
Okay,
the
the angle that's
I'm so fucking good at this game, guys. 7.
Love it. Love when you say that. I know that something good's coming.
7, and I have +2 in presence, so that's 16. And do I have an edge for something? Please tell me so.
I don't believe you do, but because you were appealing to a motivation, that is an easy test.
Let's go.
Which means
so good.
making an argument. Appeal to motivation. So their interest increases by 1 and their patience decreases by 1. So they are at interest 2, patience 1. And that means that they go from
one.
Yeah, they go from being they were going to attack both of you. The lead Hawklord, who introduces themselves as Mara, goes, "You are free to go and die elsewhere, but we
What
cannot
if
let them go."
What if I offer you the same courtesy? Mara? What's your name?
Yes.
What if I offer you the same courtesy of being free of this place, being free of your duty? leaving.
So that you don't have a motivation necessarily to. I mean, you've already appealed to freedom. So you would be making a harder test. So it would help if someone else could chime in. For instance,
Are we aiming for defection or are we aiming for, because the vibe I'm getting, they don't want to actually go against Ajax, more like they want to be free of Ajax? It's not a thing of, oh, let's fight against that tyrant. It's more like, if that tyrant kind of dies, we are kind of okay with it.
I mean, there are more motivations that you could try and obtain, or you could go for that argument. But right now, that's I believe it's a hard test. No, it's a medium test, which means you are very likely to cause in fact, their patience will definitely decrease by 1 if you're not appealing to a motivation or pitfall.
We need to improve the... I wanted to say that we have a freedom fighter on our midst, and we have a dragon knight.
Don't say that. I don't think that's a good idea. They will
listen.
see us, but...
It depends. Like, I think Manners is going for the...
Oh.
Do you really want to go against us?
Good point.
We're gonna fucking kill you. Like, we have a dragon knight with us. Like, and we've been going through the city. We're good at this. And there's how many of us? There's like 5 of us? There's
Look,
3 of you.
At the beginning, I wanted to do the whole bragging thing, like say to Slayer, hey, show the skull of the priest that you killed, and don't fuck with us. We are going to fucking murder you. But since the freedom motivation appeared, I was trying to steer the conversation to, hey, maybe you use the chaos so you can fuck off, and we are not going to say anything.
Maybe we can attack from multiple angles. Like,
yeah, we haven't met.
We can extend the same courtesy to you, give you freedom. I mean, the last group that tried to face us die, and I'm going to lower the wing and show Slayer. Please, Slayer, show your trophy.
I pull out the skull of the priest.
That priest was on one of the ships. Like, we literally went there and killed him.
And he screamed
But
for hours. Now look at me. Do you really think I am someone who is not creative with the way they kill?
He's...
Would me killing you be better than what he's going to do to you? Really? Because I'm here and I'm ready to do it.
So, this definitely sounds like you guys are intimidating. And there's up to 3 of you if you want. So a couple of you can make intimidate tests to aid the central test of whoever is making the final roll.
No, I'm not gonna go with that.
This is presence.
So lowest steps beside.
It could be presence, could be reason, could be might.
I have intimidate also, so I still.
Awesome!
Let's go, the 3 of us.
I have persuade. No, you go. You say.
Yeah.
So
That's
I
pretty
roll?
good.
Yeah.
So what are you doing as you step forward?
I'm intimidating, like backing up Slayer with intimidating presence. Like, yeah, we will kill you.
Yeah, exactly. Like going with the vibe, just vibing and adding to the image. There.
One more to our count.
And we have an edge for this because we are infamous.
So you have an edge for this test. So what we're doing is 2 of you are making aid tests.
Yeah.
So if you get a tier 1, it backfires and it gives a bane. And if it's a tier 3, it gives an edge. Oh, tier 3 is double edge. Tier 1 is you give an edge.
So single edge,
edge, double edge.
Yeah. So who are the 2 assistants and who is the main intimidator?
I think the main intimidator is Slayer.
That makes sense.
After that speech. Yeah.
I already did my check. Or do I?
No,
the
no,
check is to aid Slayer.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, I got a tier 2, I think, because it's
Okay. So
13
that's one
plus
edge.
2, 15
So
plus
if
the
I-
edge. No, tier 3.
All right.
Excuse
So
me.
that's double edge. Wonderful.
So if I roll, is it my first time rolling a skill? I roll the dice. I have intimidate. What do I add?
You add
So
plus
that gives
two.
you a +2. And
okay.
you, yeah. Add your
So
presence
it's
as well.
and my presence. No, my presence is not good. It's a -1.
No.
So 12.
12. So that is tier 2, which means you are giving an edge. Now, that is 3 edges, but it caps out at 2. So Slayer, you can go ahead and make a might
With 2 edges.
test with 2 edges.
Oh,
and if you
fuck,
have
that's so
intimidate,
good.
you can add that as well.
Okay, so wait, 2 edges is
Next
double
It
edge.
goes up to the
Double
next
edge.
goes
tier.
up. So I
Next
just
tier,
add plus
yeah.
2.
+2, but
Plus
next
4. 2
Plus
for your
4.
might. Do you have intimidate?
Yes, I do. Oh, so I'm making
So
a might
that's
test. Okay,
Yeah,
got
might
it.
test.
my
Might
So,
test at
test
plus
with
4?
intimidation. So
will
plus 4.
intimidate? Okay, okay. Wish me luck. Wish me luck.
You can
Yeah,
do
go
it.
for it.
Fran.
We just need like a 13 or 14 or some shit. Like nothing to make.
Oh, that was
Yeah,
not
that,
incredible.
no, that's good. That's good
That's
because
just enough. I
tier
think
2.
that's just enough.
It's tier 2 at base.
And then it goes into 3.
Yeah.
Indeed,
what we
with
need.
the double edges. Wonderful.
Wait. Why +6? It's a +4.
it should be +4.
Yes.
4, yeah.
I'm
So that's a tier 1.
sorry.
It's all right.
Oh, it's okay.
And it goes up to a tier 2, which means negotiations over here.
I think her patience is gone.
Yeah. But
We
let me
tried.
check. Uncovering motivations, appealing, no motivation or pitfall. So unfortunately, a tier 2 just decreases the patience,
No.
which means, the patience goes down to 0. So the final offer that they give is the heroes are free to go, but the pirates are going to die.
I don't have problems with that actually.
No, but I
No
think the
chance.
pirates includes the people.
Exactly.
Like,
No.
No, it's
No?
specifically the pirates that are up here with the sacks of loot.
Look, I'm fine with that. I'm not sure that either Silver is fine with that, letting people die, or Silver is or Slayer is fine with that, letting a fight slip out of his fingers.
Yeah.
The,
I know,
the,
there's a
the,
reason.
the
No,
question
to be
is,
honest-
what's the moment that we have now? Is moment of action or is moment of or still conversation?
I think we have to make a decision. They just
Yeah.
made like an ultimatum. Like,
Yeah.
if you
choose.
What
ask
I will
me,
say-
there is no option. If fight is
No,
in-
the conversations are over. It's
Okay.
either are we leaving the pirates to die and we go
Yeah.
with the people, or are we defending the pirates either because we are not letting them kill them or we want the loot? Whatever is your motivation.
Okay.
But the thing is, do we fight or do we go?
Okay,
Be mindful of glasses, by the way.
I know.
I will say, if you go, you get no victories, but you also take no damage and therefore don't spend any recoveries. You did not achieve a high enough result in the negotiation to also get a victory.
I'm looking at Slayer like, I told you, man, you go
This is so
too,
good.
you
How
go
fast.
too strong when we are talking about these things.
Okay, Silver won't go against the group, but the decision in his mind is already done. If he sees
Okay.
the rest of the group moving to defend, he will move to defend.
I think we need to vote. Let's put it to a vote. That's what we do when we are in these situations. What are you voting, Silver?
Everything go with us.
Okay.
Everyone.
Manners?
So you're saying fight them.
Fight them.
Fight. Manners?
Lead me to the end.
Okay.
I want to
Slayer?
be the tiebreaker.
You know I want to kill everybody, right?
Sure.
But
Fight.
but
But. Interesting.
all those people, can they really fight? Is that really worth? Not really. I want to kill these fuckers, and I want to kill the pirates too. The people took work, though. I don't like my work being wasted. I don't mind
Interesting.
if there isn't a fight, but I want it.
So is that a vote for or against? I got confused.
It's really a vote against because
Okay.
I love the reasoning. This is you were like such an interesting place. Yeah, you're saying like the work that you've done, you don't want to waste that. Awesome.
I don't want to waste it.
Yeah, it makes sense.
I want to kill the interesting kills.
Our
People.
newcomer. Yeah. Capitan Leveau, what do you think?
I don't know. These, I mean, like these, like are my co-workers. You know, well, sometimes we meet. I don't want them to die. You know.
They're pirates. They're gonna die anyway.
I mean,
But by their
Wait.
own actions.
Sure.
Like
they're
now.
already cooked.
Like now, they could have just run, but instead they choose to loot the city. They are dying by their actions.
so I turn to the pirate and say, "Sorry, matey."
All right. So that's 2 against and 1 for. Glasses, do you want to vote or do you want to go back to manners?
No, Manners has to go last. I'm gonna respect his wish. I say the odds are against us, it's true. But sometimes you have to take a chance. And I don't think we've been more than reasonable. We offer them so many chances to leave. I think we should split their skulls. So that's tied. And you make the decision, Manas. You wanted to be the tiebreaker.
I'm going to walk over the pirates. Let it be known that you are being saved by me. And I choose fight.
At that moment, Slayer is going to.
Motherfucker, Lego.
But,
We are so crazy.
but can I ask that you leave me here?
Oh, okay. You wanna kill Mara? Awesome.
Yeah.
Go.
She's yours. We can take the rest.
Flight Commander Mara.
I'm asking this,
Commander.
looking at Slayer, and you don't need to
Yeah.
answer. You don't need
Which
to
one,
answer.
which one is Mara, by the way?
The one in front, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
This one.
This one.
All
Yeah,
right.
this one. This is badass.
Yeah, and you don't need to answer. You don't need to comply either. Do what you want.
Slayer is going to. I mean, we're going to. When it comes to my turn, I'm going to go that. But in the moment you say that, Slayer is grabbing you and tossing you in the direction of Mara.
So can I turn to the pirates and say, "Ahoy, me hearties"?
I love it.
Sure. So, somebody draw steel.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's go. Pack.
Yeah.
Deal with the devil.
the thing and everything.
Take
Deal
one.
with the devil.
And that's a 10, so we don't even need the deal with the devil.
Incredible.
We're so good at this game.
I love that. I don't know what is
That
complication.
rule, this mechanic is
That
perfect.
complication. I don't know, man. It's pretty good.
I don't know, man. Yeah.
Question. How many victories do we have now?
6.
6.
You have six.
Six.
Yeah, you got one
Holy
from
shit.
fighting the.
So many. Yeah.
By the way, this is out of character. Maybe we want to kill their hawks,
Yeah.
so they are not that mobile.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Good idea.
I think they should. I think probably they have They have like benefits with that. So
Yeah, they are gonna have edges if they attack from the high ground.
So focus on the hogs then first, for us at least, in the ones that are not killing Mara.
I think
Who
it's
is,
a good
who
idea.
is starting?
Can I go first, please?
Sure.
Yeah.
Go.
So first, I'm going to mark Mara for, and I also going to use a patient shot,
Okay.
and I'm going to shoot one of the hawk that Mara is on riding.
Okay.
So So I'm not moving. So I have an edge. I forgot every rule. What happens when I have an edge?
+2.
+2.
+2? Okay.
Yeah.
14, 15, 7, 16. 16. 7 damage.
Okay. So your bolt fires, the quarry goes through, breaks some of the feathers in the hawk's wing, and the hawk lords snarl as they realize that negotiations have come to an end, and you did not take the kind offering of finding your death somewhere else.
Nope.
So I believe that's the end of Lobo's turn. Is hesitation weakness?
Of course it is.
I love how you hesitate to say that.
Awesome.
Yeah, hesitation is weakness. And fuck it, we are going to start with a bang.
Yeah.
Manners is going to fly towards Mara. I really tried to save you, but you don't let me another choice, and I'm going to spend 5 insight to assassinate, and using the high ground to give me a double edge.
You have
Wow.
also an edge from my mark.
Yeah. This is so
That-
stupid.
that's-
I love it.
That's the double edge. So yeah.
That's so good.
Pretty good. That's tier 2 with the double edge. Tier 3.
T3.
You got that focus.
Yeah.
And that's 8 plus 20. 28.
What the fuck?
Oh,
28 damage
28?
on one go?
Yeah.
This is so stupid.
Wait, Pati, your mark, how much bonus?
Ah,
damage?
the mark should be 30 because it's marked.
Look at Daniel's face.
Is
That's so
Extra damage equals to your reason score.
Yeah.
Which is 2.
So
My reason?
ridiculous.
Your
Yeah.
reason.
Yeah, your reason.
Is 2.
30 is exactly the stamina that Mara had.
way.
So
No way!
yes,
Manners,
yes.
feel free to describe as you assassinate
What?
the
fucking
leader of the
go?
Hawk Lords.
He's going to fly like pretty unthreatening, like hands exposed, holding the rapier like it's like just a stick. And suddenly she doesn't realize that I'm piercing her throat. Next time that I give you an offer, you take it. I hope that when you arrive to the Hells, well, and we see each other again, you learn that lesson.
That's so
Yeah,
bad.
you draw the rapier out, and like she tries to clutch at her throat, but the blood just pours out, covers, and she just slumps off and slides off the saddle. You see as the other Hawk Lord tries to like grab the reins and keep control, but it's in clear shock as you've eliminated the commander.
I'm looking at the other Hawk Lord and I'm going
Yeah.
to say, you shouldn't be worried about me. My friends are rather anxious to, well, get their hands on you. Ta-ta! And I'm going to disappear using Black Ash Teleport.
Okay. And are you hiding at the?
Miners is so good.
Yeah.
So, wait. How much can you teleport? Because you're quite high up. The roofs are 6.
I
and
can
you went 1 up. to be able to strike?
I can teleport 5 and I can spend 1 extra insight to... Actually, I have 2 insight, so I can spend 2 extra insight for 2 more if needed.
Or I can teleport you if you need any teleport. I can teleport you up to 4 squares.
And
That might
means
be necessary. So if you want to get down to the ground, you would need 7. I'm looking and seeing if there's a place like under
I want
these
to-
roofs where you would be hidden.
I maybe want to... the way these guys... Yeah, I think I have to go to the ground. Or actually, no. Take me here. I'm going to try to hide there. There. If I don't get to a place that I can cover completely, it doesn't matter.
No, I think you can. Yeah. In that corner, the one who would have been able to see you is Mara, and presumably the Hawks. But as far as I know, they do not have a telepathic ability to speak to their riders, and the riders are the ones in control. So as far as the Hawk Lords are aware, you disappeared, and they can't find you.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Did you need the extra? The extra?
No,
Yay.
I'm fine.
Appeared.
I knew it.
It appears.
Yay.
It has blessed us.
It has been summoned.
Exactly. Oh, our little Coco
Oh,
cat.
look at that sleepy boy.
Okay.
Do you
so-
do you need the teleport or do you not?
No, I'm fine.
No, I
Okay,
did not.
awesome.
So with that,
No, finally Danielle gets a turn.
yeah.
You land, you find a cat.
This group flies up, and Slayer, you see as this Hawk Lord remembers you. You in fact did the very similar thing of producing. In fact, it wasn't a skull then; it was a severed head of a pirate at that moment. So you see as the muscled Hawk Lord reaches out. So first thing, as they are flying on a giant hawk, creatures riding the hawk can make a free strike during the hawk's movement. So you take 2 free strikes, one from the brawler Coriad and one from Ivo the trick shot.
Okay.
So in that movement, you take 8 damage as they both give you a free strike, and then the brawler is going to attempt a haymaker with an edge from being on high ground.
Oh, I'm winded.
Oh fuck!
Winded.
I crit.
No.
So that is 10 damage on Slayer, and
That's
you are
alright.
grabbed.
I am grabbed. Okay. This
Yes.
is interesting.
Wait. How far away are you, Slayer, from me?
Pretty close.
Yeah.
10.
Well, two squares.
2 squares.
Check, because my word says yes, that extends from 2 squares from you in all directions. When you or an ally within the area of war takes damage from another creature's it's fucking melee ability. Are any of these melee?
It's melee.
Yeah, the free strikes were melee, and so was
Okay. Okay,
The
so
haymaker.
I get to push that creature a number of squares equal to your highest characteristic score.
Wait, what
So I
creature
have
are you
two.
targeting? Are you targeting?
The
It happens
thing-
to all of
the
them.
one
Two
that
riders, yeah.
The
the
two
one that
raiders.
grabbed you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
So
Ivo
I'm
gets
gonna push them too.
yeah,
You're
gets
going to push them
thrown
forward?
2 off the
yeah.
Hawk Lord,
Mm-hmm.
which means they are now falling from a height of 6.
Okay. Let's make it 10.
This trick shot. Do you want to do it on the trick shot or on the brawler?
No, I want to go for Coriad.
Yeah.
The trick- I don't give a
you
shit
see,
about
as
that.
Coriad is pushed back, he was further enough in front that he wasn't going to fall all the way to the ground. So, Slayer. In fact, you don't take the 10 damage from the crit on Coriad because
you.
the ward activated from the free strike, which I did earlier.
As Lasses pushes them, I'm going to grab him by the boot and go for don't push my imagination. I'm going to push them up into the air, vertically up. I'm actually wait. How much I pushed them 2, but I'm going to spend. I lost my paper.
I'd love
I'm going to
fucking
spend
last
1
my
rage.
word. It's useful for something.
So I'm at 5,
think it's-
and then
yeah.
I'm going to roll my rage at the beginning of my turn when it's
Yeah.
my go.
So by spending a rage, you push them double your might.
Yeah, so
an
I push
additional
them extra 4 additional to what Glasses
Yeah.
is pushing them.
So that means you convert 2 horizontal push into 6, like upwards.
Vertical up.
Okay, hold on.
Oh, jeez.
Let's count. So
It's so funny. I love the way that Slayers pushes everybody like
Yeah.
which of these do you
Fuck
prefer?
off.
like
Is there
Closer
somewhere?
to the canal? Those are the ones where they'll land on the ground. The
Okay.
others, they would be landing on roofs.
Oh no, I want them to land on ground.
Yeah. I guess you could throw them over here also.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds good.
Take a drop. Take a drop, honey.
Okay. So he goes from being 6 up to being 12 up and falling.
Holy
And this
shit.
is the brawler, who I don't think has much agility. Nope, agility 0. So he is going to take 24 fall damage. It's frankly surprising that he's still alive. As
Yeah.
you see, they both like they give you a quick hit as the hawk is like flapping around for a turn, and then you are there's this. What does it look like as the ward activates and pushes them away?
It's I think it's like a matrix. Like it activates like immediately like a lot of like these like neon green neon colors that light up and like basically filled up this space. And it's out of nowhere. It is like a protocol that activates on the data pad on its own, and then like repels them. Like it's like a boom kind of I imagine kind of a electromagnetic field type style. So, and then I think at the last second, like Slayer is like, no, don't go away. And hits and I don't know why I imagine like the hits of Slayer, the one where you push them up, is like Jax in Mortal Kombat 3.
Yeah.
When you would do like a lot of combinations and you would hit them up and they would
Yeah.
go like do shit. Sure. That's such a recent reference. Of course,
Of course, yeah.
Because we're old.
Yeah, because the latest version of Killer Instinct. Wait,
What?
Oh, I don't know. I'm talking about Cinder 2.
Yeah, because the latest version of those games is like I don't know, like
Yeah, Ajax.
Yeah.
I mean, sorry, Jax is still recent because Mortal Kombat has like many versions, but it's fine.
But in my head, it's like the 1990s something.
Oh yeah,
version.
pixelated form. Yeah, for sure.
So unfortunately, Coriad lands there on the ground instead of using his action to do what he wanted to do of actually getting the crit. He's in fact going to use his maneuver to stand up, fairly messed up.
Yeah, love it.
And he's going to like come back around here and start climbing and use his action to also climb, and with that he's able to get on the roof, but he's like crawling along and he stays on the other side of the slope to have some cover from ranged attacks. Ivo's turn is not happening yet, but it is the hawk on the same turn as Coriad, and you see Coriad whistles and the hawk circles around, and I'm going to use the crit that I rolled to be the attack of the hawk, which is less damage, but you are still grabbed. So you take 7 damage, Slayer, and you are grabbed by the hawk. So the hawk has now used 5 movement, the action to grab. So it then flies up 2, and it's going to drop you. No, not Ivo.
No.
There. Flies up diagonally 2 and drops you. So you were at 5, up to 7. You are dropped from a height of 7. And then as a maneuver, the hawk is going to move their speed and get back to Coriad.
Oh, I should have saved my thing.
Well, yeah. So
Because
now you. What is
not
your? I
force
believe you have
movement,
decent
really.
agility.
My agility's 2.
So the 7 is reduced to 5. So you take 10 damage from the fall.
And officially, I think I am the first person to ever go
No.
below
Glasses
0.
went negative in the
that's
first floor of the inn.
true.
Yeah.
And you are not
Guys,
unconscious.
It's been a
You
while.
you are dying, which means you can move, but I believe actions or maneuvers take you take 1d6 damage. And if you hit negative your winded value, you do indeed die.
Okay.
You
How
had
much
a
damage
potion.
was it?
You took 10 damage.
10 damage. Okay.
You had a potion, right?
Yes,
I
and
think
you
I
also
did.
have 3 hero tokens left.
I wanted to ask what
let me
okay,
check
remind me what the hero tokens do.
Currently, you can spend them. It doesn't require an action.
Wait.
And you regain your recovery value, and it doesn't cost you a recovery.
Awesome.
So
yeah.
It's a free
they
recovery.
are they are better than a healing potion.
Yeah.
Give me a
A
second.
healing
here.
potion is a maneuver to drink. Yeah, you do have a special thing
Yes.
that
I can
happens
make
when you...
My question is, it says it's a free strike. Does that mean that I can do it at range?
If it just says free strike, you do indeed... you can indeed use your ranged free strike.
Range or melee,
It does.
yeah.
So as I'm falling down, I'm going to grab the skull from the I want to use the I'll use the priest one. I'm going to throw it at Evo.
Okay, now I'm going to check what prone.
I'm gonna
does
kill a motherfucker
specifically.
while I'm dying.
Yeah. I'm going
Melee
to do my
attacks
best.
With
have
another
an
motherfucker.
edge, so you don't.
good.
And you only hit negative when you land, so you don't have the high ground when throwing the. So I believe it's just straight, a straight ranged free strike.
A straight ranged free strike. Let me check. So that would be. Why do I keep losing my character
It should be
sheet?
like 2d10
might or
plus
agility.
2.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So it's just a straight, a straight thing. Wait. Do I get anything? I do get extra damage. Yes, I do get extra
Well,
damage.
you certainly moved more than.
Yeah. Oh, why do I roll like shit? That's gonna be
Tier 1.
tier 1.
Yeah.
Let me check how much damage that is. First time
But
doing
you
this.
probably hit like a train anyway.
Not
No,
on free
it's
strikes.
not too good. It's 2 damage plus 4. So that's 6.
That's very good.
It's good.
So a free strike.
You see Ivo on the ground, who's taken a similar fall to you, get hit by the skull, and he begins to bleed over his face as the teeth of the skull cut across his scalp.
Love it.
Is that not enough to kill him?
No,
I imagine.
No.
Okay. Yeah, worth a shot.
but he is in single digits.
Okay.
Wow.
And unfortunately, that was Coriad's turn with his hawk.
If you allow me,
So
I can
it is
go
now-
for now.
No, I think it's now.
It's a hero.
Oh, no,
it's a
it's
hero.
your turn. Okay.
If it's a,
Yeah,
if,
go.
if it's a hero, can I go? So I can
Sure, go.
help Slayer. So I'm going to move. I can go there, right? Yeah. 5 squares.
Yes, if you want to attack Ivo, you are going to have to jump down, or like otherwise make your way down to
It
ground level.
will be
Which-
available for a range attack. Range of 5.
Range 5, you would have to be there, or yeah,
There.
because that roof is slightly lower. So
Nice.
you're on 6, and then the thatch roof is 5. So then the other one is probably like 3.
Okay. So Silver is running there. I'm going to maneuver Mark Ivo and use my 3 focus to use
I was
the
just like-
experience strike.
Rolling around on the ground, blood pouring down his face.
I'm so sorry. Boom. Firing the. I don't know what I'm used for range. A crossbow.
Up to you. Could be a javelin, could be a crossbow. Yeah.
I'm going to use a javelin because knight. So it's
With the mark, I don't think you can not kill him. Like he was on low single digits.
it's a tier 3.
Hey.
Jesus. Wait, so I think, well, I don't know if you have another character that you want to give a recovery to, but this is otherwise very good for everybody.
All right. Who's next to me? Yeah, you're right, because. You know what? Do you want to spend a recovery glasses?
Glasses looks rather well.
Kind of fine.
Yeah.
No,
I think,
know.
aside for Slayer, everyone is.
I don't know
fine.
if Slayer can use 2. Let me see. I don't think.
I don't think the effect says it. No, the effect just gives him 1.
Yeah, okay. So
But it also gives you an edge, I believe.
exactly. So, Heroic Strike is 13 damage, plus 2 because the mark. So it's 15.
Dead.
And yes, you can use a recovery, Juanin.
Slayer.
Slayer is going to look up. That guy was mine.
Slayer is
Get
also
over it.
prone, by the way. From that.
You get an edge. Both of us get an edge. That's
I get an edge. Okay.
On the next attack.
Cool. Awesome.
Both of us.
Thanks, dude.
And that's it for
So
me.
that was, yep, that's Silver's turn.
So 5. Do I can't move anywhere else? Yes. Can I get 1, 2, 3, I believe?
Yeah, you can get there.
Okay. So I'm going to put my shield in front of the next hawk, that guy.
So with that, you see as the other trick shot that had been behind Mara takes control of the hawk. They fly 7 to be up here. They didn't see Manners, but they did see Silver doing all that running around, so he's going to shoot you from up there. And if Ivo hadn't died, I would have used some villain power to heal people. But is it still worth it just to save Coria? Maybe not. Maybe. I'll figure it out. We're going to use some villain power to target 2 objects. Yep. So Jacob, the trick shot, is going to take a shot at 10. Yeah, he's going to shoot. Well, is he going to shoot Slayer again? Because he didn't see Manners. Let's make a roll. Yeah, he's going to shoot Silver and Slayer with a pretty high roll. He's not that much damage, but so that's 7 damage to Silver and Slayer.
Okay.
Parry.
Okay.
Take this.
Are you alive?
Slayer is back down to negative.
Wait.
Again?
Yep.
How much damage was that? 7?
7.
7.
Okay.
You're -1, I think.
-2 because I see a 5.
Wait a second.
Do you
It's
reduce
just
damage?
out of range.
Fuck.
Do you reduce damage because you are angry?
No.
Something?
That's the other
No,
game.
if
Not how the Fury works.
if anything, being really angry makes me lose damage at points. But
Yeah.
I mean, lose stamina, health, whatever it is.
Yeah.
It's
Daniel,
range
7
That's so bad.
7 damage. Is that what tier?
Tier 2.
Reduced. Use a focus to reduce to the first one.
So tier 1 is 4 damage, and then by half
Parry.
means you only take 2.
2.
Man, that's pretty good.
Clutch. Yeah. That's really good.
Okay.
I'm coming again.
And then Jacob causes the hawk to fly another 7 up, and they're high up in the distance now. They're at 14.
14 up.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can still see them silhouetted up in the distance, but they are quite high up. And now I believe it's one of your turns.
Okay. Can I take a turn?
Ivo didn't
Go,
even get
please.
it.
Go.
Remember that we have
pretty
the hero token.
Yeah, would you be pretty mad if I took one of those?
No, grab it, please.
Okay.
Do it.
Yeah.
What did that do? I forgot again.
It's a
Regain your
free
recovery
recovery.
value.
I regain my recovery value, so I would
Without
be
spending anything.
at 9.
Just the hero token.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
The
plus minus
negatives count in this
Yeah,
game,
so you're
right?
at 7.
Yeah.
And who still had a healing potion? Manners or Slayer? Manners.
have.
All right.
I have mine. I don't know about Slayer.
Yeah.
I don't remember, but I don't think I've used it because I only use recoveries.
Okay.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. So if I'm going to chug that potion then.
Okay.
So that'll
That
be
one. So you regain your recovery value without
maneuver.
spending a recovery then.
Okay.
And the group has but a single one of the healing potions that you got
Holy shit.
an hour ago
Yeah.
on the 3rd floor of the inn
That's
as
pretty
it
good.
collapsed.
I'm going to add 3 to my rage. I'm at 8. I took damage.
Yeah,
last
which means your speed
time.
is 8.
Yes. Slayer is fucking mad. He gets up and all of the scars on his head and his body begin to burn up a little bit more. And in a blink of an eye, he's just going to use all of his speed. Wait, which targets are still on the ground? Korea?
None.
None.
Coriad is up on the roof there, which I believe is height 5.
Oh yeah, I won't. I cannot.
Ivo's
reach
dead, and Jacob and his hawk they're way up in the sky.
I cannot reach any of them.
Come here.
Bollocks.
Come here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Come here. And if you need some distance, I can teleport you. Some.
How much
Just-
can you teleport?
4.
Slayer, how much can you jump?
I can
I was gonna
jump.
say.
Well, height is 2. I believe is the maximum height that is possible to jump.
Don't you automatically succeed on...
Yeah.
But they are long jumps.
So
The ones
if
that I
you
succeed
jump
at.
2 and Glasses teleports you up 4, you can land on the roof. Because that's
Okay.
at 5.
Okay. Let's do that. Okay. So knowing that, I'll do that then.
Math.
Okay.
1 essence.
So it maneuvered to stand up.
Wait, I
Run.
would have spent. Oh no, I would have spent my maneuver to drink the potion.
Yeah.
So
Then you need your action to... you could charge, and then you have your movement, and you get to do a free strike at the end of that movement.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, let's do that against Conrad. That's a very good idea. Let me just check a couple things. Just to remember the rules in charge.
You move your
free
speed
movement.
and
Yeah.
then make a free
Yeah, so, okay, so I would still have movement enough
Yes.
to get here, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah, free strike, just punch him. So that'll be a might, a power roll, I imagine. Yes.
While
The edge.
while Slayer is rolling, the guy that is 14 on the air is 14 from the ground.
Yes.
So 8 from the
On the rooftop, I think.
yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Okay, I can use an edge on this attack, right?
Yes. From
Okay.
Silver's Inspiring Strike.
Okay, cool.
Right.
Wait, something went wrong, but I rolled like shit.
Indeed you did.
Yeah, so it's gonna be
Oh, wow.
2, 3,
No.
5, 7. That's gonna be a tier 1.
Yeah.
Tier 1.
So it's gonna be 2 damage, but I still add 4 from my rage. So that's 6 damage.
So you leap and there's a ripple in space as you appear significantly higher, land on the roof and charge yelling, covered in blood, like
Love it.
lost so much blood that you should have like stopped moving at least, if not already be dead. But thanks to your tactician and your sheer heroic spirit are still running, and you run up and slam Coriad in the face, and you see his nose breaks as he begins to bleed, and he is now once again facing death in the face, and he hasn't gotten a turn. He already got his turn, so what will happen there will depend on the next round. And so the one we have left is Tyria, who is also going to fly up. So they were at height 5. So they fly up 7. Which means 5 plus 7, they're at height 12. And she is going to shoot Lobo with her crossbow. I don't have enough villain points to split it again. But that's what next round is for.
Oh, wow.
Ooh, terrible result. 4 damage against Lobo.
I take out the crossbow from my chest. Just a flesh wound.
What a badass! Awesome. Okay, I
Okay.
already took my thingy.
Mara's gone. Is that it? Yeah, because you guys killed Ivo and Mara. Yeah. Before they got to take turns. That's why I had 5 Hawklords initially.
Yeah.
But 2 of them didn't get to take turns.
I
It's
had
like the,
5
it's like the
Hawklords.
song. Yeah, it's like the song. I had 5 Hawklords. But then, my players.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
Is there a
Yeah,
rule
that
in the
one.
game that
Slayer took a turn.
we can intimidate the
The remaining ones?
enemies in order to end the...
You could
Fight.
initiate a negotiation.
Ah.
Now from a position of strength to get them to leave. I will say they are quite demoralized.
That's what was my intention. Like,
And do you want to deny Slayer his kill
Yeah.
again?
You
He
could.
sucks so much.
He's not gonna
What a
listen, but you
criminal.
could.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good point.
Let him have it. Let him have it. Come on.
oh, okay, okay.
I will say, Lobos,
What can I
if
do?
you deny Slayer his skill, or make it you are a tactician, you could give Slayer an attack, and that could end this.
Lobo already had his her turn.
Lobo
by the
already
way.
had. Oh, all right.
Yeah, it's only
yeah.
It
glasses
was the
that.
first
Glasses.
one.
Well,
Okay.
yeah.
Here's my question. How far is Jacob from me?
So you are at height 6, and they are
Yeah.
14. So 8.
8. Okay. So I'm gonna grab my data pad. I'm gonna start typing it. I'm gonna say, "Hey Jacob, fuck off!" And I'm gonna use practical magic. And I'm gonna try to knock them off the Hawklord. Knockback.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, let's do this. So this is me with a +2.
I love it.
Yeah. Come on. Good rolling. Okay, not bad.
Yeah.
That's 13. Yeah, tier 2.
Wow.
So,
They have stability 0, so they
so
are
I
knocked
use
back
my
2.
knockback, and they knock back 2. Bye bye, Jacob. Fuck off.
And they fall
14.
14. I don't. Yeah, he just falls down and splats. Even with agility 1, that is still 13 times 2, 26 damage.
26
And
damage.
he
Yeah.
goes. It just splats.
Good.
Uh,
So I'm gonna turn around now because that was my maneuver. I'm gonna turn around now, and I'm gonna see that other Hawklord, and I'm gonna type on the data pad, and I'm just gonna make staring to the abyss appear just below the hawk and that Hawklord on that rooftop, because it's a square of 4 within 10, and I'm 7 away from them. So,
and with that, you see as
and that is
Stare into the Abyss comes into being.
yeah, and I got
Damn, that's a
successes.
new stare into the
Yeah.
abyss.
Yay! That's a new one.
It's a new one.
It looks a little.
I love it. Yeah. I think you should
Maybe do it. Add some transparency.
yeah,
So we can-
or
so
throw
we
it
can-
into the background. Or you can see the hawk.
Or you can send it back.
Yeah.
That.
Yeah. So this is power roll. This is +2. Yeah, because it's just reason. Oh, so okay, tier 2 still. So that's 4 psychic damage to both of them. Because it's a 4 cube. It's a cube 4, so it's like 4 up as well. So I think it grabs the Hawklord and the poor hawk.
I love that we said, "Oh yeah, we need to kill the hawks," and proceed to don't do that.
Yeah, but the thing is that I realized that the hawks would be a good target, but then they're flying off, so it's like you're giving me free fall. Like I can just throw you off.
Yeah,
stuff.
no. I said this to all of the party, including me.
Yeah.
So that was 2 damage?
4.
4. Oh, okay.
Four.
So it is in fact only 2 to Tyria as a human.
Oh.
They are
because
resilient.
they have resistance to magic. Yeah.
Yeah, but that was 4 to the hawk. You see as she clutches her head, and you see the hawk cries out in pain. And I will say, by killing 3 of the Hawklords, They turn and they run. Coriad shifts onto his hawk and flies away, Slayer. And you have successfully defeated the Hawk Lords.
Yes.
And the pirates thank you.
Is it? Wait. We had an accord.
Yeah, you see a stubbled
that
man
accent?
with
Part of the booty.
long
Wait, what?
tangled black hair.
Weren't you French?
He gives
Say
you
like
a
that? What? Is booty? No.
so
Just say like that. Qu'est-ce que c'est?
Oh,
he hands you a sack of gold. You see there are like goblets, there are coins, it looks like a mirror frame where they took out the main part of the mirror that was maybe brass or tin, some other lesser metal, so you just have kind of an empty gilded frame. And he's got his long tangled black hair, and he jerks his thumb towards the port and goes, "You're not getting out of Blackbottom on a regular ship. They're gonna be crammed full of folk, but you did us a good turn, so we can take you on ours. Meet us at the port. We'll see you out of this hell all the way to capital."
We had an accord.
They gave you the okay, yeah, so they gave you the loot, and you have another possible
Exit.
Another exit. Awesome.
Yes.
Amazing.
Cool.
Oh, that was so much fun.
And
Wait,
Okay.
you don't say booty? What did you say?
loot.
Loot.
We say loot.
Yeah.
Loot. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
What
And then
is-
when you actually get to
que
keep
c'est
it,
booty?
it's treasure.
Oh. El booty was... Qu'est-ce que c'est booty?
Let's move on.
I don't want to have this conversation.
Qu'est-ce que c'est, booty?
So with that, we transition onto the montage. As
First, Daniel, two things. One, I want to be sure, and if I haven't done that, change my
your
my
worm
wheel
plate.
plate to fire,
Okay.
just
good.
in case. And second, the immediate thing that Silver will do after the fight is go to Slayer, help him stand up, and just move out.
Yeah.
When-
Slayer
Like-
covered in bruises from a heavy fall, a bolt sticking out of you. So feel free to, if you want to spend a recovery, Capitan Lobo, you may also wish to take one if you want, or keep going as you are.
I'll actually take one.
Yeah.
When you find him, you see Slayer with his axe on the throat of evil, and he's going to pass it to you,
With a sack of what?
Silver.
Oh,
This was your kill.
You remember when you said sorry and chucked a javelin?
Yeah.
Now it's the head of the
Yeah.
I mean,
of
no,
the Hawk
I'm-
Lord that
this,
you.
this is
Yeah.
basically Slayer's telling you this was your kill. You deserve the prize on this if you want to take it. If not, it doesn't matter.
thanks. I wasn't paying attention. I wasn't paying attention. What did you give me?
The
My
head.
axe. No, my
Oh.
axe. I'm not beheading this guy because he didn't kill him.
Your axe?
Oh.
For the moment, so that you
so you
behead him.
can grab the axe and cut
And
his
oh,
head.
yeah,
kill it.
you do the decapitating.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do the execution. The execution.
Okay. Silver is not happy doing this, but he will go for just to. So Slayer is fine. I feel
Thanks.
sorry for that.
No, don't be. I'm going to grab the axe and I'm going to spend all of my 9 rage on just making a puddle of this guy and then go.
Okay.
Oh boy.
So, you take a moment to compose yourselves, lead the civilians back to you and to safety. Stone is at the other end, making sure there are no stragglers and keeping an eye for anything that might be chasing. And we begin the final montage test as you run toward the docks. So, as you crest a low rise, the ruin of Blackbottom stretches out before you. but against that destruction, you have led a crowd of survivors through unparalleled dangers, with an escape out of this hell seemingly within reach at the port ahead. You just need to complete this last stage of the journey to get to the port safely, and before more of Ajax's soldiers arrive. So this is a montage test to determine how quickly you can reach the port with the civilians. The success limit is 7, the failure limit is 3. And as always, the montage test goes for 2 rounds. So you need 7 successes before you hit the 3 failures, and there is a possible total success, a partial success, or a total failure. So, getting to the port quickly and safely will be no small task. There are crumbling buildings, there's fire blocking easy paths forward, there are scouting aerial patrols watching for people congregating so that they can direct the ground troops to intercept. There are skulking fiends that roam the streets, hawklords continuing to drop aerial bombardments from above. And you have panicked civilians with no idea where to go that are blocking lanes and spreading fear throughout the city. There is smoke and noxious gases that are flooding some areas, creating low-hanging haze that chokes the street. So, I'll put up a list of challenges that you can engage with to try to avoid or overcome. There are the artillery being fired, there are the destroyed buildings, there are the fires that are blocking areas, there are opportunists, much like your pirates, pursuers that are taking advantage of the chaos. You have the panicked civilians, enemy patrols. Some of you could attempt to scout ahead to try and find safer routes, and there's finally the shrouding smoke.
Okay.
So I can use my covert operations skill, ability, so I can make a plan.
Oh,
So
love it.
each ally gains an edge and test of the intrigue skill group. So in you can use track, sneak, search. It helps us like to hide also.
I wanted to use a snake actually to maybe guide or keep the group hidden from the opportunists and the hawklords and.
So that definitely seems like you could use it to avoid the patrols, or sneak around the opportunists, whichever you prefer.
The patrols. By the way, we are 7 victories, right?
Yes, you are at 7 victories.
So I say, gather up my comrades, and I take a stick and I start like drawing on the floor like
Love it, yeah.
crosses, circles, arrows, like stuff like we move this way and then you go ahead and you stay back and stuff like that. And
sneaking through a city to avoid patrols is exactly the sort of thing you've had to do a dozen times. You know Blackbottom quite well. Yeah. So with your plan, all your compatriots will gain an edge.
Gain an edge.
Everybody gets an edge?
Skills.
On intrigue
skills.
skills.
Yeah. Sneak, track,
Whatever. Hide. You know.
Disguise. Search, sabotage.
I have sneak.
Alertness.
I have
alertness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have
So
sneak.
I'm going to do a sneak.
Okay. Go ahead, Manners.
Can I help Manners? I have a sneak too.
If you want to. This will be, remember, you only get 1 test in a round, and there are only 2 rounds. So if you have something that you think could be useful against another challenge, or a challenge that I didn't list, by the way, like if there's something that makes sense to you that you could use in the scenario of a burning city, you are free to suggest another challenge to overcome.
No, I think in that case, maybe I was thinking as an option, because the other option would be to use navigate to try to help like steer the people through the city and try to avoid the obstacles and all that. Would that work?
That would certainly work as you're scouting a better route where you can avoid bombardments or enemies.
Okay,
Sure.
cool. Yeah, so I'm gonna use that then.
All right.
Go ahead then, Manners.
Manners, you are sneaking. We're gonna say this is a medium test.
I rolled tier 2, but I'm going to use my lucky dog to improve the result of my test by 1 tier.
Okay,
And I'm
so
going
I
to
believe
take-
you take a d6 of damage.
Yeah. And that's a 2. So I'm going to take 2 damage to improve my result to a tier 3.
Okay, so you are helping the group sneak along, and it's a fairly large group, and there's a moment where a tile slips, and you know that if it lands, it's going to shatter and alert some war dogs that are nearby. You rush using your tremendous speed, and it impacts your back, and you feel as it digs in, but you flex your wings to catch it, and you reach back and take out a tile with a bloody edge that inflicted some small measure of damage, but you prevented the sound.
Oh, that's
And that
awesome.
is one success, no failures, and still much of the montage test left to go.
Four. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I have an idea also. Remembering what I did, what we did on the fire in the ship. I think that I can help also with the if any sorry, I'm going to say this in Spanish. Liberar cualquier escombro.
Okay, yeah.
For
Move
camino.
rubble.
Clear the rubble.
Clear
I
the
can
rubble,
assist you on
thank
that.
Yeah, because
Okay,
I have my war plate as on
you'll-
fire,
Okay.
and
Oh, that's clutch.
I can use my dragonic pride for that, remembering like what we did to extinguish the fire of the ship.
Okay. So Slayer, you offer to help. So either one of you can aid the other. So make a test to see if you can give 1 or 2 edges to the other, or one of you can do that and the other can attempt a different challenge. So it's up to you how you want to.
How's
The-
your? I
I
assume
have a-
this could be a might test.
On my case, it's a match.
Yeah.
It's a plus
Okay.
2.
Me too.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really matter who
You
aids
you could one of you could do the aid the test for the other.
I'll
Okay.
aid you because this was
Give
your
you
idea.
more edges.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Slayer, you go ahead and make an aid test.
Okay.
So tier 1, you give a bane. Tier 2, you give an edge. Tier 3, you give 2 edges.
That's 2d10. That's right.
Yeah,
Or-
2d10 plus 2 for your might.
Okay.
And
So it's a
you
might
could
test.
probably add your lift skill to this.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Let me check. Yes. Lift would be okay, so it'll be plus 4. And wait, because this is a might test, I also would this, because we have victories, my rage would be at 7,
Yeah.
or
yes.
would that not
It-
apply
yes.
here?
I think it does apply. If it's, I don't know if it's in this packet or in a future packet, but yeah, you can use abilities like equal to your victory, and if it's something that consumes your heroic resource, it takes a minute of dramatic time to replenish. So yeah,
Okay.
you are full of victory, and that enhances your strength.
All right. So I have a double edge.
that's cool.
I have a double edge on this roll.
Love it.
I don't know why I keep doing that. So it's gonna be 19, which is still tier 3, I believe.
So that gives 2 edges as Slayer moves up and begins lifting massive chunks of masonry with flaming logs and planks. So Silver, this clears the way so that you can get into a central location to blast your cry as you feel the flames lick your scales that in a different situation might char and burn your flesh, but you have hardened your scales against them.
I will try to use the roar on the most loudest moment of the fire.
Yeah.
Just to mimic.
You wait
fully-
until a Hawklord releases one of the iron balls, and in the crash of the destruction of the impact, you let loose your roar. So go ahead and give power roll with your might and add 2 edges.
So it's a 7 tier 1. So 2 edges tier 2.
Okay. So that's a success with a consequence, which I'm going to give myself a villain power for the final encounter. As you roar, and somewhere up in the skies, a hawk sort of tilts their head as they hear the roar of a dragon knight.
I'm just arriving and finding out that after my masterful sneak that it took damage, Silver went and shout.
Yes.
Yep.
It was very intelligent for
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
It's all right. So you have
Manners is looking at you with the bitchiest of faces, like.
But you see what was once a blocked off alley full of fire and flaming rubble is now clear and safe for your group to pass.
It's clear.
So I believe that's 2 successes. And you still have 2 more turns left on this round.
This round.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
so
then you have
there are
a
2
second round,
rounds.
and that's the end of the montage test.
Can I use like intimidate in order if we come face to some opportunities maybe?
Yeah, absolutely.
Turn
Yeah,
away.
it's awesome.
Great.
Like for my presence, like intimidate them to go.
Now, are you growling at them, or are you like, how are you telling them to like turn away? Like,
Growling at them.
all right,
My cigarette
So
and
go
my
ahead.
mean appearance.
yeah. Give
And
me
with Slayer
a
maybe like stepping behind me.
Okay, I can assist you as well with that.
Yeah.
I'll assist on
makes
all the
sense.
things.
So mechanically, you've already assisted
Yeah.
this round.
But-
It doesn't matter.
But I'll grow
like-
with you. I'll pass you one of the skulls. There you go.
Okay.
So all right, give me a medium test
grow with you in
as you're growling at
spirit.
the opportunists.
Well, you have a Dragon Knight on fire right now, also.
14.
14.
is-
So that is tier 2. Once again, you have a success. Am I gonna? I'm gonna give myself another villain point as the consequence for that. So I'm starting at
Jeez.
2 with that. So you have 3 successes, no failures. I believe Glasses is the last to act in this round.
Yeah, and I think I'm gonna do what I said before. I'm gonna use the data pad, and I have like files about Blackbottom and all of the basically like a layout of the city before all this craziness happens. So I'm gonna basically use a fantasy version of Google Maps to establish like a good route to get to the port and try to follow that.
All right.
As my friends, as my companions are like, and comrades are like just like clearing the rubble and all that, and try to use that to lead the survivors with along with Stone, I would say.
So
Turn
yeah,
to left
give me a
on
reason
the
test,
next.
and you can
Yeah.
add or
Burn
navigate.
house.
Glasses is
Yeah,
the new
exactly.
official voice in
Yeah.
Waze.
Okay, that's a 13, which is not that good.
So that is another success, as you managed to avoid. It takes you a bit longer to navigate. All right. So I'm going to give myself another villain point for that consequence.
No.
And then I'm going to find the part on if there are other suggested consequences.
You
Oh,
gain a villain
yeah, I-
point if we go tier 2.
Yeah.
It's a success with a consequence.
Yeah. It's how it goes.
I'm pretty sure I'm gonna go and check because I don't want to be. I want the final fight to be on medium test. Yeah, a tier 2 is you succeed on the task and you incur a consequence. Now let's look what. Not all consequences need to be immediate or apparent. For example, a hero might fail with a consequence on a test made to cheat. The failure means that it's noticed, but the director decides, okay, common consequences. Make an NPC so upset? No. Draw the attention of a group of foes? Not really. Trigger a trap or hazard that captures or significantly harms you or an ally. Wait. Oh no, this is failing a test. Okay. Phew. In lieu of other consequences, the director has the option to gain additional villain power. Success with a consequence.
Well, still learning, by the way, for the people
Yeah.
that's watching us.
All right. Yeah. I was looking for like, could I give you the option of like losing a recovery instead? But I'm not finding it. So there's all these consequences for this is like failure with a consequence, which is the tier 1 results that are all these.
Luckily, you know
bad
what
things.
has happened here.
Yeah.
That's why. Awesome.
Okay, so I'm going to keep giving myself additional villain power if needed.
Okay.
And with that, we are at 4 successes. As we begin round 2, you need 3 more for total success before 3 failures. So the obstacles that are still remaining are the artillery, the destroyed buildings, and the panicked civilians.
Can I use
And the smoke.
lead? Can I use lead
Yeah, that sounds like an excellent
for the panic
use.
civilians?
yes.
I'm going
And
to
someone
lead
could
them
aid
to
you or
safety.
Mhm.
Go that way. Talk to you later.
Wonderful.
Can I assist you? Wait, can I assist you? I have lead
Sure.
also, so I can help you inspire the people.
Okay.
So
Wait.
whoever's aiding first, roll
I
to see if
need
you're
to,
giving. Yeah.
It's a +4, right? Because it's lead with
Reason, as you're,
reason.
as
Yeah,
you're
it's a
trying to
+4.
lead them away. Yeah,
So
you are not
Plus
trying to
4.
present yourself as a calming presence. You are not trying to get them to follow you.
17.
specifically you. So that is a
Excellent.
double edge
Double edge.
Double edge. So you have double edge
Lobo.
So, question: when I roll a skill, I add my. If I have it, I add 2.
Yeah.
And I add something else.
Yeah,
so in
one of
this
the
case, it would be
stats.
a reason test. So
Oh
plus
my
2
God, I have-
and lead
Wasn't-
for another plus 2.
I wasn't adding everything. So 13, 14, 15, 17 plus all
Whoa.
the-
What?
plus
that is-
the edge.
Yeah, congratulations.
Like tier 4,
yo,
which
yeah,
doesn't
yeah.
exist.
Yeah, not yet. As
Wait,
far as
Tier
let
4.
me check. 13 plus 4, yes.
yeah,
17.
exactly.
Yes.
Congratulations. So your 2 tacticians managed to reorient the panicked civilians.
Yeah.
These are new victims of the siege that are just meeting you for the first time, and you managed to convince them to work together to move with you along the paths, the roads and streets.
If there are,
and
if
while
there are
they-
any kids there, I think the silver will try
Yeah,
to
you
help
add them to
carry
your-
them. Yeah.
To your caravan. And so you add additional civilians to your group, and while they are using their fear constructively to lend them speed in this moment and not to cause chaos. So with that, you have your 5th success. I think it's now impossible for you to have a total failure. So you will have at least a partial success, and we're well on the way to a total success. So
Director-
Slayer glasses manners.
Yeah, question. Destroyed buildings, that refers to buildings blocking the way entirely, or does it refer to anything different?
Yeah. Collapsed structures. You could either
Lift.
I
lift
see.
to move things out of the way,
So
navigate through it.
now that we have more people, what Slayer's going to do, he's going to notice anyone who could slow us down, like people with disabilities or elderly people or someone who is in a panic mode, and he's just going to toss them up on his shoulders, and he's going to use the climb ability to go
I
through
thought
those
that you were going to
buildings.
say I was going to kill them.
No, I'm going to brutal
thought that you
slap
were
them
going
to
to
toss them
throw
away.
it.
Actually, that's really good.
So
No.
I would
Go ahead
have
and give
gone
me-
for killing patrols, but patrols
yeah.
were out of the way.
yes, go ahead and give me a might test.
Okay.
Again, medium difficulty, but you
Okay.
can indeed use your climb skill,
Yeah, so I'm going to
and
modify
I
that
believe
by
you have
2,
your
and I
edges
have
from your.
double edge. Yeah.
Yeah.
13. So that'll be tier 3.
Awesome.
Yep, with the
Cool.
edges. So, yeah, you grab some elderly people who are probably for the first time are seeing an orc up close that is this terrifying, covered in drying blood still from your recent conflicts.
All of the fights, yeah.
Yeah, but Yeah, you heft them over your shoulders in a fireman carry, or like Andre the Giant going up the cliffs of insanity, pulling yourself up.
Oh,
on a
what
rope.
a great reference!
All right.
Yes.
Yeah. And you manage to make sure that these rubble and destroyed buildings do not slow down your group, as that is another clear success, no consequences whatsoever.
Yeah. I'm going to drop down the people. Good. And I'll continue.
So we have 6 successes with no failures.
And
And
I
there
have
are
a
still
question.
2 of you.
Yeah.
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 Go ahead.
No. I was about to ask. We have still the artillery and the smoke.
Yeah. I have a question about the artillery. Could I use mechanics to basically sabotage them?
There is a
I have
sabotage skill.
Maybe I can assist.
Because mechanics has build machines and clockwork items, but I don't know if that works with.
I was about to ask. The artillery is like magic, or
Yeah.
I think it's the aerial bombardment from the Hawk Lords.
Also, in
so-
that case, will be magic.
Yeah.
I have magic.
I have
can
magic
use
too.
magic, yeah.
Okay,
So I can sabotage it like as I did with one of the iron balls. I think in our first encounter or something. I'm gonna try to hack into that shit.
Okay. So I'll say yeah.
I will assist glasses in this endeavor then.
Okay, sure.
Awesome.
So
I have magic too.
Manners, you go ahead and give the aid test. This would probably be reason, a reason test, and you can add magic to that.
All right, decent. That's 13, 15, 16.
Okay, so you give 1 edge to glasses as you attempt to feel out the remaining abyssal energies that are left in the iron orbs. Even though the central ritual has been deactivated, there is still the preparation required to turn them into portals is still present in each of the orbs. Glasses, with that, as Manners has focused your searching algorithm, you attempt to program in the magical emanations that you detected previously, that you were able to examine in close proximity, as you attempt to have your datapad display both impacted locations and locations that are currently being targeted, to have like a heads up display of where each of the current orbs is about to fall, so you have enough warning to get out of the way in case there's a new one coming. Go ahead and give me a reason test, and you can add your magic, sorry.
Yeah.
Magical might.
And also I have an edge, so it's a plus. I have a +2. So come on, good roll.
You're rolling a +6.
What? No!
Can you re-roll that? Any
It's
way, shape,
ridiculously bad.
any way, shape, or form? Like, do you have an ability from your career or something?
We were doing so well.
It's all right.
Can we take my test instead of yours?
So that's something
should
that you
have
can
gone first.
you can take into future montages. You could choose to, instead of assisting at the end, get 2 tries.
Yeah.
Because
Exactly,
you
yeah.
have a decent chance at getting a success, maybe with a consequence. So the good news is I don't get any villain. Oh wait, no, you fail the test and incur a consequence. So yeah, I do in fact gain villain power on medium tests.
But we can still strive for a full.
You have achieved a partial success.
Ah.
Hold on, let me go and read the specific rules on
6-1,
partial
yeah.
success. Yeah.
Sorry, I blew it at the end, guys.
It's all right.
It's all right.
As you're trying to display the orbs on your datapad, a dozen appear around you, and then 2 dozen and 3 dozen, and you realize you're detecting all the orbs that are still on the Chrysopolis above you. The information becomes too dense on your datapad, as you can't. You're trying to establish parameters for only limit at a certain height. But then, does that give you enough warning time when they get dropped? And Yeah, it unfortunately does not help you avoid any of the orbital bombardment, which means you need to take additional time to be constantly looking up into the skies to catch a possible orbital bombardment. And
Not
with that,
enough,
you
Juan.
finally reach the docks as we're getting ready to, I think, yeah. Let me copy your tokens over and move you to the final map.
Every time we say final map, in my head it sounds, it's the final countdown. That is the exact reaction that I needed from you guys. Awesome. Thank you.
Oh.
Yeah, we're super old. Oh, wow. What a beautiful map.
My
So-
birthday in December.
Yeah.
As the docks come into view, the mood among the civilians becomes one of relief. Most of the assault is still focused on the city center, and you've moved quickly enough that the worst of it hasn't reached the water yet. Your escape is in sight. Once, the docks of Blackbottom symbolized prosperity, opportunity, and freedom. But on this dark day, they symbolize only safety, and that safety is anything but assured. The waters of the estuary are dotted with ships crammed full of people, many of them targeted by aerial troops seeking to send vessel and passengers to a watery grave. Farther out in the harbor, a long, slow-moving tentacle uncurls from the water, seeking fleeing ships and attempting to wrench them into the briny deep. You have more pressing dangers to deal with, though. One of Ajax's soldiers, a high-ranking commander by the look of him, stands between you and a ship waiting at dockside. And I'm going to show you the awesome art.
For Commander Phoenix?
Yes, this is
Oh, that's good.
Commander Phoenix, the Butcher of Blackbottom.
Whoa. That's a cool dude.
Holy shit, that's so evil. I love
Yeah, you see, he lifts up a gauntleted hand and he goes, "There's nowhere to run." He gestures at his soldiers and tells them to move forward. He points to you. "Yield to the forces of Phoenix and the might of the Iron Saint." We still have, I think we should probably call this here, and we begin next time for the final encounter.
Could
We have time. We can do it.
Time.
Can I
Could we
say-
at least locate ourselves?
But yes, place yourselves in the area.
I
Okay.
have to give the information
Yes,
before
Capitan Lobo, as you see the scarred face of your nemesis, Commander Phoenix, who you know as a blackguard of the Iron Saint.
Oh.
So I put a hand over. Fuck, I forgot the names. No, Slayer and what's your name, Alejandro?
Manners.
Manners. Because you always rush to battle, I say like, don't be so hasty. He uses a whip that pulls you to him, and he uses a magic sword. I never seen something like that before. So be wary. Don't approach him.
Do not entice Slayer more than he already is.
And I call to him, I say, I have come for your other eye.
Oh!
And yeah, his eye widens. Silver glasses.
Shit.
Position yourselves within the
Oh,
square.
yeah.
If that is Lobo's target, then Slayer is going to move down here.
Ooh. I think the
Makes
silver
sense, yeah.
will do the same.
It's not my target.
Okay, well.
Es que se va.
I mean, okay, yeah, I'll stay there.
Yeah.
I want either Lobo or Slayer to go first, and I will go
I
second.
can do a couple things.
Let's-
I want either a Slayer clearing the way for me, or
Yeah, yeah.
Lobo marking
Marking
the,
that motherfucker, yeah.
yeah.
So the last thing we'll do, I guess, then is we'll draw steel, roll and see who will begin first next time. and
Let's
we
go,
complete.
Devil! And that's a 6.
So we're going
Incredible.
first.
We won initiative in
Every
all.
game.
I think
Encounter.
only one time have you actually needed the deal with the devil, and maybe not even then.
Yeah.
It's
Exactly.
That's incredibly okay. So
Daniel,
you will-
can
you will
we
start-
give as a feedback that we don't ever roll initiative. Why?
Yeah.
because one day I will win initiative.
One day.
Yeah. And that day, it will be a very hard day for us.
Yeah.
For the common, yeah.
Suddenly,
initiative's
all of
running.
my war dogs will have hesitation as weakness. It'll be great.
Yeah.
All right.
So-
So if you're still watching, thank you. We promise the next session will be the last one of the Fall of Blackbottom.
Please join us for the
For the
super
final.
fucking awesome finale. Yeah.
Yeah,
The finale
recoveries are
versus-
low, and I will say the enemies in this combat are the deadliest in the adventure.
I
So
imagine so. Yeah, makes sense.
yeah, we'll see how it goes. But also the heroes are more full of victories than they've ever been before. So I expect some major developments in the very first round of combat.
Wait, how many victories we had? 8 or
7.
7.
7?
Yes.
Okay. So the montage is not victory. Okay, cool. Still, pretty
I
good.
don't believe so. I'll check before next time. That's a good call. No, the main thing I believe is if you had achieved a total success, some of these troops would not be here yet.
Look at glasses and nod. I mean, shake your head.
All right. So, again, thank you for watching. I believe there's another Patreon packet that is going to be released near the end of October, and we'll get the rest of the classes and 2 more levels. So we're quite looking forward to that, and I hope you are too.
Yeah, we have plans. We have
we have a
plans
lot of
for that. Yeah.
Either way,
So-
thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and everything that you do like. And we'll see you next time. Bye bye, everyone.
Yeah.